I'll admit I was wrong. What else can I say, girl? Can't you clean my head and not my heart? I was drunk, I was gone. That don't make it right, but promise there were no feelings involved. She said, boy, tell me honestly, was it real or just for show? She said, save your apologies. Baby, I just gotta know, how long has this been going on? You've been creeping around on me while you calling me baby. How long has this been going on? You've been acting so shady. I've been feeling it lately, baby. I'll admit it's my fault, but you gotta believe me when I said it only happened once. Yeah, I tried and I tried, but you'll never see that. You're the only one I wanna love.
Good evening again, everyone. Thanks for your patience. We're going to get going in 4 minutes, and you can hold me to that one. Thanks.
So shady, I've been feeling it lately, baby. She said, boy, tell me honestly, was it real or just for show? She said, save your apologies. Baby, I just gotta know, how long has this been going on? You've been creeping around on me while you calling me baby. How long has this been going on? You've been acting so shady. I've been feeling it lately. How long has this been going on? You've been creeping around on me while you calling me baby. How long has this been going on? You've been acting so shady. I've been feeling it lately, baby. Found you when your heart was broke. I filled your cup until it overflowed. Took you so far to keep you close. I was afraid to leave you on your own. I said I'd catch you if you fall, and if they laugh then more. And then I got you off your knees, put you right back on your feet, just so you could take advantage of me. Tell me, how's it feel sitting up there, feeling so high but too far away to hold me? You know I'm the one who put you up there, name in the sky. Does it ever get lonely thinking you could live without me, thinking you could live without me? Baby, I'm the one who put you up there. I don't know why, yeah, thinking you could live without me, thinking
Yep,
you
all good.
could live without me.
Just request everyone to start taking their seats and settle in. We'll get the show on the road in the next couple of minutes. Thanks so much. check with him quickly? Is there an AV after this, before I start? This time. It's already on. There's no AV after this. Players draft of the Fair Play News Abu Dhabi T10, presented by Sky 247 and powered by SatSport News. I'm Sohail Chandok, and it's great to be back, seeing a lot of familiar faces, a lot of new faces as well. And we are here at a magnificent venue. It gives me immense pleasure to host you this evening at the Fairmont Hotel, Bahr, overlooking the majestic Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque, for what should be a fantastic evening and an event lined up for you that marks the beginning of another exciting season of cricket's fastest format. Before we begin, may I please request all of us in the room to rise, those who can, for the UAE National Anthem. Thank you. Since we were here last, Season 5 obviously gave us so much action. We saw the first-time champions, Deccan Gladiators, lifting the trophy thanks to the highest ever partnership recorded in the history of the Abu Dhabi T10 between Andre Russell and Tom Kohler-Cadmore. The West Indies all-rounder, Muscle Russell, hammered 90 of just 32 in that encounter and recorded a 159-run unbeaten opening partnership with Tom. And on to today, we're here with another stellar cast of international stars, plenty of names that will go up for grabs in this year's draft to descend on Abu Dhabi as 2022's official draft gets underway. But here, first up, is a glimpse of the players warming up for the 2022 edition. Players looking good, Nick. I'm pretty sure the teams are going to look in great, Nick, after today as well. But before we move on, may I please welcome on stage the newly appointed COO of Abu Dhabi T10, Rajiv Khanna, who's been working tirelessly, relentlessly with his team to bring together a strong roster of players and also to deliver this incredible evening to all of us. Rajiv, stage is yours.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Sohail. Welcome to Abu Dhabi T10 Player Draft Season 6. At the outset, I would like to welcome all the team owners, my team from TSM, friends in the media, team management, Abu Dhabi Cricket, Matt, and our chairman, Mr. Shaji ul Mulk. Abu Dhabi T10, at the outset you would see the whole Abu Dhabi T10 has made the global imprints this year and years to come, that we now have teams from various countries. We have owners from the two new owners. I would like to, excuse me. We have two new owners from US, Morrisville Stampami, and New York Strikers. I'm sorry, I'm not feeling well. I don't know what happened. So I'd like to welcome everyone. And I hope that today's draft will be a great one. And congratulations to all. Let the best team pick the best of the players. Thank you.
Thanks for that, Rajiv. I'd like to also welcome Mr. Shaji ul Mulk, Department of Culture and Tourism, Abu Dhabi, Abu Dhabi Cricket and Sports Hub, Abu Dhabi Sports Council. Please, sir. Shaji ul Mulk, to please say a few words for us. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And good evening, Abu Dhabi. And good evening to all the T10 fans all over the world. It takes me great pleasure and very, very happy that we are now into season 6. It's been a journey which has only been possible with the staunch support of all the stalwart franchisee teams here. So please join me in giving them a big hand. Thank you. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank His Highness Sheikh Nahyan and the whole partnership that the T10 and the cricket in UAE has flourished. And we've also had immense support from the Department of Tourism and Culture, Abu Dhabi Sports Council, and Abu Dhabi Sports Hub, very ably led by my friend and colleague, Matthew Botcher, and his wonderful team, Doro, Tara, and the entire team, which really get quality standards of this tournament better and better each year. Now, as you've seen, the growth of the T10 has been phenomenal. Last year in India, colors registered a 400% growth, where we grew from something like 100 plus million to 350 million viewers in just the OTT and television. And that shows the format of T10, which is basically designed and has evolved to be a 90 minutes cricket, which has evolved to be an extremely popular sport and attracting new audience. Our stats are showing that there's also a growth in the viewership of women within the 350 million. This is just the India I'm talking about. But if you go global in terms of the social media, the YouTube impressions and everything else, we did cross 500 million last year, which is, which shows that T10 as a format has really arrived. Yes. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome two new teams. Ritesh and his army, he calls Morrisville Samp Army. Let's give them a hand. And Sagar's New York Strikers. And we also have a new owner for Chennai Braves with Darren, and with Dougie represents him today. Welcome, Darren, too, to the family of T10. Now, on season 6, as you can see, we've had the player interest, the international players' interest for registration of a league that shows the popularity of an event. Many stalwarts like Andrew Russell or Ian Morgan, and just to name a couple of them, have repeatedly said that T10 is their favorite league. And that shows in the number of registrations we've had this year. At 1,700 players registered for this players draft today, which only for 80 spots. So that shows how popular the league has become. And thank you all for that. And with that, I would now like to declare the draft open for season 6. Thank you.
Thank you, Shaji, for those words. It's now open. We can get the business end of the draft going in just a bit. But before that, also would like to say a big, big thank you to our presenting partner, Sky 247, our title partner, Fair Play News, and our powered by partner, Sat Sport News. The 6th season of this tournament will be held in the capital city of Abu Dhabi. It's going to be year 4 of our 5-year partnership with Abu Dhabi Cricket and Sports Hub and Abu Dhabi Sports Council. And this year welcomes bigger international stars, a wider audience, and increased broadcasters, and as a result, an even better fan experience. Let's have a deeper look and understanding of what this stunning destination of Abu Dhabi offers. It's incredible. Every time we come back to this fantastic venue, it just seems to offer something even better, even more unique to all of us. And on behalf of Abu Dhabi T10, I'd like to express my gratitude to the Department of Culture and Tourism, Abu Dhabi, for their continued commitment and support. Thank you so much. And I hope that long continues with us as well. Before we move on to our next phase, Abu Dhabi T10 would also like to thank our partners in 2022, the Abu Dhabi Sports Council. Abu Dhabi Sports Council, thank you so much for your support, and with a promise for further growth to expand our horizons, we look forward to working with you. And we would also like to thank Abu Dhabi Cricket and Sports Hub and CEO Matt Boucher for the continued support from you, Matt. Let's also take a look at what the world-class facility here at Abu Dhabi looks like.
Welcome everyone to Abu Dhabi, home to the majestic Zayed Cricket Stadium and some of the world's best multi-sport facilities. The last 2 years have been challenging, and Abu Dhabi has continued to connect the world through cricket. We've hosted the world's best teams, the world's top nations, and the world's greatest competitions. Whatever the format, Abu Dhabi cricket is always ready.
He's just hitting them out of the ground for fun.
Oh, this one smashed through the offside. This is a glorious cricket shot. He goes again. Goes all the way. Clean him up. Hits the target this time.
Oh, put a cape on him. That is brilliant.
And he gets it. Half century.
There's a lot to be excited about, and we've got some of the best players going around in the world here in Abu Dhabi.
First Afghan to score double 100 in Test match cricket.
By far, triple wicket men. Oh my goodness.
To everyone who has inspired us on this journey, shukran, and we'll see you again soon.
The last 2 years have been a massive challenge, but from what we just saw, I think it's safe to say that Abu Dhabi cricket has risen to that challenge. It's given so much back to the game, and I think cricket is better off for it. A big thank you also at this point to the Emirates Cricket Board and to Mr. Mubashir Usmani, and also to T10 Sports Management, Rajiv, Navdeep, and the entire team. Thank you for your tireless efforts as well. Next up, I'd also like to thank Abu Dhabi T10's official partners this season. Presenting partner Sky 247, title partner Fair Play News, our powered by partner Sat Sport News, our NFT partners Rario, hydration partners My Dubai, and newspaper partner Khalij Times. Couldn't do it without your support, so thank you so much for your support continually over the years as well. And also a big thank you to our official broadcast partners coming into Season 6, Colours Cineplex for India, and Rise Worldwide for global media rights. A big, big thank you for your outstanding support in growing this incredible tournament. Now, Season 5 was incredible on many counts. We saw over 7,500 runs being scored, a total of 606 fours, 496s, and 335 wickets. Those numbers are absolutely insane, and I cannot wait to see what's in store in the season to come.
Hey Siri, when does the Abu Dhabi T10 start?
Here's what I found.
Fetch this! It's big! Why, what a shot that is! Oh, it's a wicket. This is just ridiculous hitting. Absolute ripper! This one has gone so far.
It's going to be a stellar season, that's for sure. It promises to be bigger and better than ever before. We've got a whole host of international stars going up for grabs, as we said earlier. But that's not all. We're also going to proudly introduce 2 new international teams. As Shaji talked about earlier, a big welcome to our 2 new sides. It truly now makes the Abu Dhabi T10 a global phenomenon. So let's welcome, first up, Morrisville Sump Army. For those of you who don't know it, Sump is the Gujarati word for unity, so I'm pretty sure we're going to get a unified presence from you guys. Welcome to Abu Dhabi T10. Also, our other newbies in the room, it is the New York Strikers. And we've also got a new setup in one of our older sides, the Chennai Braves, with new ownership in Season 6. Great to see you guys back, and I'm sure stronger than ever before as well. And also at this point, it's only right to welcome back our other teams that have been a massive presence with the Abu Dhabi T10. First up, the Bangla Tigers. Up next, the defending champions, the Deccan Gladiators. Up next, the 3-time finalists, the Delhi Bulls. Next up, the 2-time champions, the Northern Warriors. And finally, last but not least, the home team, Team Abu Dhabi. Yalla, let's go, Abu Dhabi. We've also got a very special guest here with us at the draft table for Team Abu Dhabi, Naveen ul Haq. I'd love for you to stand up and let the room give you a big round of applause, because we like embarrassing you here as well. Why not? Why not? Put a smile on that face. He's put a smile on a lot of faces over the last 12 months. What a season he's been having, and thank you for being with us today. Before we get this draft going, we'd also like to actually just take a look at the pre-draft signings at this stage, because I think for all those at home, for all of us in the room, it's a nice reminder to see who the sides have drafted in before this day has come in to commence. So let's first up start with the Bangla Tigers. The icon player for them, Shakib Al Hasan. You've also got platinum player Evan Lewis, Colin Munro, the big hitter in that side as well. Then you've got the left arm quick, Mohammad Amir, and the slinger, Baby Malinga, Matisha Patirana, also in this side for the Bangla Tigers. So that's the look so far of what the Bangla Tigers have put together. There's a lot of work still to be done for all these sides, but let's move next to the Deccan Gladiators. There you go, the Deccan Gladiators. They've got a new icon player, Nick Puran. He's no doubt going to light it up in Abu Dhabi. Then you've got platinum player Andre Russell for a bit more Caribbean flair. David Visa in that squad too. Then Tom Kohler-Cadmore. We talked about that partnership with Ray Russ in the finale last time around. And a bit more Caribbean flair, Odean Smith in this squad too, with Zahur Khan from the UAE to round out the pre-draft signings for the Deccan Gladiators. Up next, the Delhi Bulls. The Delhi Bulls have an icon player in DJ Bravo, the champion. You've then got Tim David, who's also made his debut with Australia in the T20 format. Then Ramanullah Gurbaz, Riley Rousseau, the South African, and Dom Drake's a part of this squad ahead of the draft. So this gives you a nice understanding of what sides might be looking for coming into today. So gives you a really good understanding of perhaps what the Delhi Bulls are after for all of you guys at home as well. The Morrisville Sump Army, the new side, what have they got in their lineup already in their pre-draft signings? Let's take a look. There we go, some key signings. You've got the icon in David the Killer Miller. You've got Andrik Notke for a bit more South African touch as well. Shimron Hetmeyer, the left-hander in the mix, and another lefty, the all-rounder Moeen Ali in Category A, joins the Morrisville Sump Army. So that looks like a strong setup already from the get-go. Up next, the other newbies, the New York Strikers. New York Strikers with 4 men in their squad pre-draft. You've got Kyron Pollard, the icon. You've got Owen Morgan for a bit more leadership quality in that side. Azam Khan from Pakistan, and Paul Sterling, the prolific Irishman, also in this setup. Next up, the Northern Warriors. Northern Warriors, they've got a bit more might as well. Walindu Hasaranga, what a year he's had. Shafane Rutherford, the all-rounder from the West Indies. Rovman Powell for a bit more power in this setup. Reece Topley and the Jamaican Kenar Lewis in the Northern Warriors pre-draft signings. Next up, Team Abu Dhabi. Team Abu Dhabi have Chris Lynn, Fabian Allen as the platinum signing, Phil Salt, Naveen ul Haq, who's with us here today, and Jamie Overton, the English quick, adding to the fast bowling stocks too for Team Abu Dhabi. And finally, the Chennai Braves. Chennai Braves have a bit more Sri Lankan touch to them. You've got Dasun Chanaka, the Sri Lankan skipper. You've got Bhanuka Rajapaksa, what a year he's had as well. Then the man whose name you remember, we remember, everyone remembers, Carlos Brathwaite. And Category B, you've got Mahesh Theekshana. So that rounds out the pre-draft signings for all these sides. So keep those in your minds, because going forward, the teams will look to build on those pre-draft signings, and it's going to be interesting to see how these pieces of the jigsaw puzzle start to fit in. So it's time now to get to the business end of the day. It's what we're here for after all. As Shaji said earlier, 1,600 plus players from 26 nations put their names forward for this draft. We've now brought that down to about 305 players, 304 to be exact at this stage, and they will be up for grabs. So plenty of work to be done. You've still got to fill in these sides, and this is where most of the work gets done. We know that, and it is now time to take everyone just through the rules of the draft. I know we did this last time around. They proved to be pretty important when it came to the draft. So let's just take you through the quick rules of the draft. It consists of a maximum of 13 rounds, 2 optional rounds at the end, and we'll come to that in a bit as well. Each team will pick 1 player. That is a must. You've got to pick a player from every round unless the team has already retained or direct signed a player in that round. In that case, the team will skip that pick. That's pretty obvious. The first round is for Category A, followed by 3 rounds of Category B and then C. Teams who've retained players in Cat B and C will have to forego the higher round pick of the same category. I think that's pretty straightforward as well. The following round is for the emerging talent. We know that. And then the next 3 rounds go into the UAE residence category, where you've got to pick 3 players. These are the categories: Icon, $50,000 US, 45 for Platinum, and so on. These are the optional categories. Indian player in the pre-draft. There's a few teams that have already made that pick. For those of you at home, watch this space, because there's some interesting signings being done in Abu Dhabi T10 from the Indian players. You've also then got 2 optional categories, which could therefore give you a total of 17 players if you should want it. A 14 is your minimum squad size, 17 is the max squad size. So here's where we get to the important part. Each pick has been assigned a time limit, and guys, we're going to have to stick to this time limit. In category A, B, C, and optional, your time limit is 60 seconds. Over to the other categories, it's 90 seconds. If a team fails to submit a pick within that prescribed time, unless there's a delay due to technical reasons, the next team in that pick order will make their pick, and then you'll get to come back around at the end of that round to make your pick. So I think that's fairly straightforward. And that is it. We can get going. Let the 2022 Abu Dhabi T10 Players Draft begin. All right, here we go. Let's get started, because in category A, that's where we get things started. the first pick of the draft was with the Morrisville Sump Army. We're just going to pull that up to just give you guys a gist of what we've got already, because the Morrisville Sump Army have made a pick already in this category. So just give us a couple of minutes to get that pulled up. It was Moeen Ali, remember, that Morrisville Sump Army picked up, and we'll then take you through the remaining players in this round because there aren't too many to be picked up. There you go. Moeen Ali has been picked up by Morrisville Sump Army. The second pick, therefore, in this round was with the Delhi Bulls. They too have gone in and retained Riley Russo in this category. So officially, therefore, the first pick of today has to be with the Bangla Tigers. Bangla Tigers, your time starts now. Take a wander through the room and have a chat with them as well once their pick is being made. So 60 seconds, we'll then get a check by the technical committee, get a sign-off sheet done as well. Hazratullah Zazai is the first pick of the draft. Guys, what's the thought behind it? Any particular reasoning? Is that the man that you had your eyes on the entire time? There's a mic on the table for you as well. Yep.
He was the highest run scorer of Abu Dhabi T10 League, and I think he's probably one of the best players out there at the moment, and we are very happy with Hazratullah Zazai, and his commitment is on to another level. And we believe Zazai can add a lot to our team this year. His dedication, we love it. So we are very happy to have him.
We're glad, and you will be happy that there's a stamp of approval. He has been drafted, you guys, so congratulations. The first pick of the draft, Hazratullah Zazai to the Bangla Tigers. I think it's safe to say, as he said, that he's had a tremendous season already in the last edition of the Abu Dhabi T10. He's a man with plenty of potential. He keeps building on that caliber. So congratulations, that is the first pick of the draft. Up next, the fourth pick in this round, the Deccan Gladiators, defending champions. Your time starts now. Oh, they didn't need much time. 7 seconds, guys. That could be the quick one so far. Mujib Ur Rahman, obviously a wily customer. You've got Mushiba in there as well. But your thoughts, what is the process behind this pick? Obviously, we know how good this young man is.
This is just a replacement for Hasaranga. Last year we had, so we need to add a bowler, a spin bowler. So that's why we had him picked up.
He's going to be working well with the man to your right as well, so congratulations. He has been drafted. The technical committee has okayed that for you, so congratulations, guys. Defending champions off to a good start. They've got the young Afghan mystery spinner in Mujibur Rahman in their setup as well. The fifth pick of this round will go to the Chennai Braves. New ownership. Gentlemen, your 1 minute on the clock starts now. Got a busy looking Dougie Brown in the camp there. Obed McCoy has been the draft pick. Dougie, your thoughts there? You've got a lot of Sri Lankan flair in that setup, but where does Obed McCoy fit in?
Yeah, I think he's a world-class bowler. He's got pace, he's got good variations, and he's improving year on year. I've worked with him before, and I think he's a really good prospect for this format of the game.
Totally agree. I'm not going to cheat and look. Don't worry about that. But great to see the first pick of the new look Chennai Braves. He's been drafted. You've got the stamp of approval, and it's Obed McCoy who slips into the Chennai Braves. Congratulations, guys. That's going to be an important pickup for you as well in this side. Up next, the sixth pick, and it is to the Northern Warriors. Northern Warriors, Your 1 minute begins now. Adam Lith is the man that they've picked. Guys, would love an explanation there. I guess you've got heavy-hitting all-rounders. You've got Rutherford, you've got Hasaranga, you've got Rodman Powell in the mix as well, Reece Topley, who can hit a big ball. So your thoughts there?
Yeah, we picked Adam Lith because we're looking for a striker, good batsman in the top. So we're looking forward to him to fire the tournament.
Yeah, straightforward. I think he's off to a good start for you guys already here. Should give you that explosivity you need at the top of the order. Congratulations. Drafted, the stamp comes in. Adam Lith has gone to that squad. Their first pick of the draft as well. And the 7th pick of this round is with the homeboys, Team Abu Dhabi. Guys, your time starts now. Clock hasn't started. We can get that going in a second. Done already, don't worry. They don't need the clock. Who needs the clock when you've got the home side advantage? Adil Rashid, guys, we know the wealth of experience that he brings to this short format of the game. But what else does he bring? What do you guys look for when you pick a player? Is it just what he brings to the table on the field or the character as well? I'm guessing you guys have worked with him as well.
Yeah, I mean, Adil's not been with us before, so this is a new pick for us, and he's obviously world-class. He's been around for a long time. He's very experienced. We were targeting a leg spinner high on the list for us, and we got exactly what we wanted. So,
did you get a few words from this man here on your pick?
Naveen's been instrumental.
Love it, guys, love it. So there you go. He is drafted, Adil Rashid, the leggy from England, into the local side Team Abu Dhabi. Congratulations on that pick. And our final pick of the A2 round, remember, is with the New York Strikers. They've already gone ahead and picked Paul Sterling, the Irishman. So that concludes round A2. We'll then move into round B1 quite swiftly because the first pick in this category was with the Northern Warriors. They have retained Reece Topley, and so their turn will be skipped. Our second pick, therefore, guys, it's back to you, Team Abu Dhabi. You've got the first pick, essentially, of this round, category B1. Sorry, you've also got Naveen ul Haq in this category. My bad on that. In third spot, therefore, in this round, Naveen, you're here, don't worry, we feel your presence. Up next, we've got the Morrisville Sampami. You guys essentially have the first pick of this round, therefore. So we'll get your timer up, and there we go. 1 minute starts now. Dwayne Pretorius, the South African all-rounder. Lance, fellow South African, I know you know a lot about this man, but having a look at your squad, you've got Notker, you've got David Miller, you've got Moen, you've got Hetmeyer. Is there a comfort factor also building in there, especially with the quality that you've got with these names, and Pretorius too with some major experience coming in?
Yeah, and also just looking for a bit of glue. That fast bowling all-rounder is always the glue in any team, so we started with the glue.
Love it. You've been the glue in here as well. So, Lance, congratulations. Great pickup. You've got the stamp of approval. He's drafted to your squad as well. Dwayne Pretorius joins the new squad. I think a big round of applause because that's a key pick for them too. So, they've gone ahead and picked Dwayne Pretorius. Up next, we've got the Delhi Bulls. Delhi Bulls, your time will come up in a second. Delhi Bulls have the next pick in this round. Your 1 minute is on the clock, and it starts now. Seems to be a happy camp, and why not? Fazal Haq, Faruqi, Andy, you guys had a big smile on your face when you made that pick. Your thoughts here? I mean, obviously, we now know the potential that this young man has. We've seen him light it up around the world.
Yeah, I've worked quite a bit with Faruqi, and he's grown in stature over the years. And now, we saw him in the Asia Cup. He bowled superbly. He's got that left arm angle and can bowl up front and at the death. So we're happy to have him.
And he's coming back to you guys, yeah? Congratulations. Brilliant pick, and as Andy said, what a year he's been having. He was tremendous in the Asia Cup. He's done a great deal of service to Afghanistan cricket already, but it's going to be good to see what he can achieve in this edition of the Abu Dhabi T10 coming into season 6. We've now got up next the New York Strikers with their pick in this category. The New York Strikers, your time starts now. Thank you. That was a quick pick. Romario Shepherd. Congratulations, guys. Your thoughts there on why? Because obviously we've seen this man contribute with both bat and ball. Any particular reasons, or just having that all-rounder was important for you? Sorry, I think the mic's just, yeah.
Hi. Just like our name suggests, we are strikers. And you know, Romario Shepherd is one of the best all-rounding strikers in the world right now.
Totally agree. Why not? The Strikers have picked up a tremendous striker of the ball, and he's no doubt going to be a great addition to them. Romario Shepherd joins the New York Strikers. Congratulations, guys. Up next, the Chennai Braves, who've already made a pick in this category. They've got Mahesh Dikshana, so we'll move forward from there. And therefore, the next pick in this round will be the Bangla Tigers. Bangla Tigers, your time starts now. A lot of thought going into this pick. Under 30 seconds to go. There we go. The pick has been made. Joe Clark. Guys, your thoughts here? You've stitched together actually quite a lineup already. You've got Colin Munro at the top. You've got Shakib Al Hassan, obviously. Evan Lewis. There we go.
Clark is pretty experienced. He's one of the best wicketkeepers out there. And moreover to that, I think he has played T10 already. He's experienced over there. His strike rate is amazing, and he adds a lot of value to the team. He's very experienced, and I think he can influence the team in a lot of ways, in a very positive ways.
Was the fact that he had played T10 before one of the factors that you went in with this pick?
Yes, basically we wanted someone who have already played T10.
Yeah.
So I think he's the one. He have already played and he have performed.
Good stuff. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
You've got the stamp of approval as well. So Joe Clark has been drafted to the Bangla Tigers. With that, actually, this round will come to a close, because when you look at that lineup there, Tom Kohler-Cadmore is with the Deccan Gladiators. He was instrumental last time around when they won the title, and that is the final pick of the round. We can then move forward. That means to category B2, guys. I think we can go ahead without a break into the next category. We can move into this pick. The first pick of category B2 is with the Deccan Gladiators, defending champions. Guys, your time on the clock will begin shortly, and you'll have a minute yet again in this round. Your time starts now. That was a really, really quick, swift one, as they've done in the previous round as well. Luke Wood joins this squad. Mushibai, guys, your thoughts? What does he have to offer for those of us sitting at home watching, wondering what he's going to bring to your side? Sorry, Prasanna, I think the mic needs to. Sorry, did not catch that, but I'm glad to see him with your side. If we can, maybe just that mic going now.
Yeah, he's got an exceptional record last year in power play, and he's also done very well in the recently concluded 100 tournament in England. And he's also a two-dimensional bowler. He can also bowl in the death overs, and it'll be a great asset for our team this year moving forward.
Awesome. Perfect explanation, and congratulations, guys. Defending champions. I'm sure you guys know exactly what you're after. Our second pick in this category, category B2, is with the Bangla Tigers. Bangla Tigers, your time starts now. The Bangla Tigers, after Joe Clark, have now added Benny Howell. We've seen a lot of impressive stuff from him. Congratulations, guys. Just going to wait. Oh, there we go. Already drafted to your squad. So congratulations on that pick as well. Benny Howell now with the Bangla Tigers. They're happy about that pick too. Our next pick in this round is with the New York Strikers, one of the new sides in this edition of the Abu Dhabi T10. New York Strikers. Your time on the clock starts now. Mario Shepherd in the last one, Chandrapal Hemraj in this one. Guys, a quick thought from you. He's a young man with a lot of potential, but what have you seen in him to bring you into your squad?
Very consistent batsman, and even last year in T10, he had a great final. So let's see how it goes this year.
Yeah, can't wait to see that. You guys have done your homework. Congratulations on that pickup. He has had the stamp of approval. Please sign off on your sheets as well so we can get that process done. Up next, the other newbies in this edition, Morrisville Sump Army. Lance in your squad. Your time on the clock starts now. Well, can't pick him again. Gonna get the next pick settled in. Just gonna wait for that to happen. Just give us a second. We paused the clock with a technical glitch, so give us a couple of seconds. We're just getting someone from the team to come help you out with this. Give us a moment. Here we go. I think we know who the pick is. We're just giving it a couple of seconds to put it into the system, get it going. All right, I think we can reveal it, guys. Why don't we get the revelation from you? There we go. We're going to get it up on our big screen as well. Give give us a few seconds. 46 seconds we've got to play with. Why not? Is that okay? Yeah, okay for you? Yep, just going to get you guys to maybe reveal it for us as we wait for him.
Johnson Charles.
Nice, so we've got Hetmeyer in your squad already, Lance, from the West Indies. Johnson Charles, obviously massive, massive striker of the ball. What else does he bring to your setup, given the names you already have?
Yeah, T10 experience. JC's been around the block for a long time. He's playing super well this season so far. So, yeah, good, powerful bar for us.
Yeah, very, very powerful buy. Congratulations, guys. So Johnson Charles goes into this setup. The new boys, Morrisville Sampami, looking very, very busy at the table already. Our fifth pick of this round, round B2, will be with the Delhi Bulls. Guys, okay, we'll just give you a few seconds because I know you're just waiting for Andy to join you again at the table, so we won't start the clock just yet. Just wait for Andy to rejoin the Delhi Bulls, please. It's been a good start, guys. I think the pulse of the room has been good. I think everyone's deep into their laptops, into their notes. I think from the look of it, as we take a look at some of these squads, you look at the newbies so far. They've been busy. You've got Morrisville with David Miller, Andre Notkier, Hetmeyer, and Moin Ali already signed up before the draft. Then Dwayne Pretorius added, Johnson Charles. Then you go across to the other newbies, Kyron Pollard, Morgan, Azam Khan, and Paul Sterling coming in. But also Shepherd and Chandapal Hemraj. So brilliant to see the way things have gotten going. We will give you some extra time on that. Andy, thanks for rejoining the table. So the Delhi Bulls with pick number 5 of round B2. The Delhi Bulls so far, Dwayne Bravo, Tim David, Ramanullah Gurbaz, Riley Russo, Fazalak Faruqi, and now Will Jacks joins this setup. Just going to wait to see if we get the stamp of approval from you guys before we move on to the next pick. There we go, technical committee approved. Congratulations. Will Jacks is now part of the Delhi Bulls. Pick number 6 in this round is with the homeboys, Team Abu Dhabi. Guys, time to get busy. Your 1 minute on the clock begins now. Team Abu Dhabi have gone with the experienced campaigner, left armour. Another one, I should add. Timal Mills joins the setup. Guys, Timal Mills, Naveen ul Haq in that setup. How much can we expect from that man?
Yeah, again, a guy with a huge amount of experience. Fast left-arm bowler. Lots of boxes ticked there, so we're very pleased with that.
Yeah, great stuff from you guys. You look busy. You've been superb with your picks so far. We'll move across to pick number 7. And pick number 7 is with the Chennai Braves. Chennai Braves, your clock has started. There we go. Ollie Stone already part of this setup. Now, it is going to be a great addition for you, Dougie. Your thoughts on Ollie Stone? Because I think a lot of people wondering how much more he can add to your setup.
Yeah, well, he's got pace. I'm sure our batters, whoever our batters end up being, won't enjoy facing him in the nets. He can bowl all parts of the game, bowls really well through the middle overs, and he's exceptionally quick, so we're delighted to have him.
Yeah, delighted to see him in your setup as well. And the final pick number 8 in this category is with the Northern Warriors. They are the only side actually that had retained a player in category B2, and that is Kenar Lewis. So Kenar Lewis already part of this squad, so that rounds out category B2. Just going to use this opportunity to summarize the entire picture for everyone at home at this stage. The Delhi Bulls, let's start with them. They've got DJ Bravo, Tim David, Ramanullah Gurbaz, and Riley Russo coming in. Fazalak Faruqi was the first pick for them. They've also added Will Jacks, and remember they also had Dom Drake's part of this setup as a pre-draft signing. You then move across to someone like the Bangla Tigers. We've talked about Morrisville just before this. So the Bangla Tigers, Shakib, Evan Lewis, Colin Munro, and Hazratullah Zazai coming in. Well, actually, Hazratullah Zazai was added. Joe Clark added as well. Benny Howell. But they actually had the likes of Mohammad Amir and Matisha Patirana in their ranks coming in as well. So then across to the defending champions, Deccan Gladiators. They've looked busy because they had some firepower in the new man at the top, the icon player Nick Purran, Andre Russell, David Visa, Mujibur Rahman was the first pickup for them. Tom Collar-Cadmore part of that squad too, but Luke Wood also added to the mix alongside O'Dane Smith. Moving across then to the Northern Warriors, and you've got Hasaranga, Shofane Rutherford, Rodman Powell. The all-rounders were packed into that squad with Reece Topley in the mix as well. And then you've got Adam Lith, Kenna Lewis into that lineup. And finally you look across to Team Abu Dhabi, Chris Lynn, Fabian Allen. You've got Phil Salt, Adil Rashid, Naveen ul Haq, and Timal Mills in that setup. Also with Jamie Overton in the lineup. Also worth talking about the other new setup, the New York Strikers. They came in with a firm plan. They picked up Romario Sheffer. They picked up Himraj Chandrapal as well. You've got Paul Sterling, the Irishman, Azam Khan, the wicketkeeper from Pakistan, Owen Morgan for leadership qualities, and also Kyron Pollard, who offers that leadership role within that setup too. And finally, the Chennai Braves. Speaking about leadership, Dasun Shanaka, the captain of Sri Lanka, Banuka Rajapaksa, what a 12 months he's had. Carlos Brathwaite, Obed McCoy, now added to that setup. And you've got Mahesh Dikshana and Ollie Stone, part of that lineup. So guys, we're just going to pause for a few moments here. We've got a special interview and a set of them that will keep coming to everyone at home as well. You take a look sort of at the overall picture, and for everyone at home, start to put your thinking hats on. What do these sides need? Where do they go from here? We'll come to you in just a bit, but for now I'm going to throw it across to Tanvi Shah. Tisha, who do you have with us? I know there's someone from Team Abu Dhabi heading your direction.
I know. All right.
Yani. Check.
All right, I have Shane Anderson, the general manager of Team Abu Dhabi. Shane, you guys have made 2 picks so far. Talk me through those 2 picks.
Yeah, well, it's been a bit of a hectic start to the draft, actually. There's a lot of good players involved there, and there's teams scrambling to try and pick those players up early. Look, we've picked 2 experienced guys so far. We talked about having an experienced leg spinner in our squad, which we really haven't had the last couple of years. So we're very happy to pick up Adil Rashid as our first pick. He's been around, he's done it all, he spins it both ways. We're very, very happy with that. The second pick we've had, which has just come through now, is with Timal Mills. So again, a left arm seamer. That was very important for us. We've got a couple of right arm fast bowlers in the squad already. So picking up a left arm seamer, Timal's a very fit guy, he bowls fast, he's got a good change up, and again, so extremely important for us to have that diversity in our team and to have a few options to go to in such a short format.
So safe to say you're happy with your picks so far. So what do you think is really the strategy during a draft to make good picks?
Look, I think balance in your team is absolutely key. I mean, again, this is the 4th year now that Team Abu Dhabi's been a part of the league, and each year you learn about where things go right, where things go wrong, and I think it's important to have balance. It's important to have options to go to. So, having right armers, left armers, leg spinners, different options to go to is critical. So I think we're on the path to getting that right so far.
I know, knowing that it's cricket's fastest format, you think that the batsmen have the highest advantage, but there's a lot of bowlers that have been outstanding. So are you looking at a mix, or what are you looking at more when you're picking today?
Yeah, look, I think the batsmen have a very good time in T10. I think most of the pressure's on the bowlers, to be honest. The batsmen go out there and they try and hit it as hard and as far as they can, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Whereas the bowlers have a bit more responsibility to be thinking on every single ball. One ball, two balls could make a difference, between winning and losing a match, winning or losing the tournament. So yeah, I think the bowlers definitely get the rough end of the stick with regards to T10. But then again, if you're very competent and you execute well, bowlers can also be extremely successful.
Well, I can't ask you really which players you're looking forward to getting on your side because everyone's watching this. But I'm going to say thank you for talking to us and good luck for the rest of the draft.
Thanks, Tammy. Great.
Over to you, Sohail.
Remember, guys, that all the action in this edition of the Abu Dhabi T10 kicks off from the 23rd of November, goes all the way to the 4th of December. Just going to wait for him to rejoin Team Abu Dhabi as we head into round B3 next in this draft. We're going to move swiftly in as you guys have another look at the teams that are already in place. Round B3, first pick of the round is with Team Abu Dhabi. So let's get straight into it, guys. You will have your timer come up, and Team Abu Dhabi will have 1 minute on the clock starting now. Team Abu Dhabi, so far, Timal Mills, Naveen ul Haq in the lineup as well. You've got Adil Rashid, who is added. Interesting to see where they go with category B3. Just getting our technical desk across as well. I think we've got the thumbs up on them. Team Abu Dhabi with the first pick of the round. And the first pick of the round for Team Abu Dhabi is James Vince. Just going to check with the technical committee if that's an okay pick. Yep, we've got the nod of approval on James Vince as well. Guys, just quickly, why? Simple question. James Vince obviously has the caliber. We've seen him across all formats for England.
Yeah, I mean, if you've been watching other franchise cricket over the last few years, you see what James Vince can do. Been extremely good in the Big Bash, been very good in the 100 and the Vitality Blast in England, and he's an explosive batsman, and he's going to be a great addition to what we've already got there with Chris Lynn, Fabian Allen, Phil Salt. So we're very, very happy to have James.
Awesome, yeah, great to see a man like that, compact yet explosive as well. James Vince now part of Team Abu Dhabi. Congrats, guys, on that pickup. We then move to our second pick in category B3, which is with the Delhi Bulls. Delhi Bulls, Andy in your squad. Your time starts in just a few moments. We're just going to get the Delhi Bulls graphic up. Got a little extra time there. There you go. 1 minute on the clock starts now. Very, very swift with their pick. Najibullah Zadran. Loving the Afghan flavor for the Delhi Bulls. Andy, reasoning behind that pick coming into the T10?
Zadran's a really experienced T10 player. He's had lots of success in T10. He's also in really good form at the moment, had a great Asia Cup. And he's a genuine power hitter. And for us to have a second left-hander in our top five is really important for us.
Yeah, that is absolutely brilliant. You've got Riley Russo in there as well. You've also got the big hitting power of Tim David and DJ Bravo. Congratulations. Najibullah Zadran is with the Delhi Bulls. We'll now move to our next pick in that lineup, the defending champions, Deccan Gladiators. You've got the third pick of this round. Your time on the clock starts now. Even quicker. Josh Little took as little time as it possibly could as well. Josh Little is the pickup for the Deccan Gladiators. get the stamp of approval. Guys, reasoning there?
Yeah, we've been seeing him following the 100 in there in the last 12 months. His performance has been brilliant. He's been a key wicket taker for the sides he has played. So we're trying to build the attack where we can pick up early wickets, and he's going to be an asset for us.
Awesome. I think anyone that watched the 100 knows the potential that this man has, and it no doubt is not little, that's for sure. Josh Little has been drafted to the Deccan Gladiators. Congratulations, guys. Moving up to pick number 4 next up. It's with the Northern Warriors. Northern Warriors. Your time on the clock, 1 minute, starts now. Northern Warriors, remember, had Adam Lith in their last pick. They've also got Kennard Lewis, Reece Topley, Hasaranga, Rutherford, Rovman Powell. A lot of all-rounders in this lineup, and they've added Wayne Parnell, the South African left-arm seamer. Left-arm option, guys. When you look at that squad, you've got the all-rounders ticked. You've added Adam Lith at the top of the order. What does this man offer you?
We picked Wayne Parnell because he gives balance in our all-rounders, and he's a good pick for us.
Well, he's been with the Warriors in our winning season. He's done a hat-trick for us, so we are very happy to get him back.
Always nice to have the happy faces back in the camp. Congratulations. You've got the stamp of approval from the technical guests as well. Wayne Parnell is now with the Northern Warriors. Going to move next to the Bangla Tigers. Bangla Tigers, you've got pick number 5 in this round B3. Your clock starts now. Bangla Tigers, they've added Benny Howell last. They've got Joe Clark also in the mix. Where do they turn to in this round? Category B3. They've actually got picks sorted in their next 2 rounds as well, in Mohammad Amir and Matisha Patirana, so they can take their time with this one. Just going to pause the clock there as our technical desk heads over. All right, the Bangla Tigers have added Ben Cutting to the lineup. As I said earlier, they've got Mohammad Amir and Patirana in the next 2 rounds, so their work is done for a little while. Congratulations, guys. The all-rounder, the big hitter, adds a lot with both bat and ball, and he's now a Bangla Tiger. So congratulations on that pick. That was pick number 5. We'll move across now to one of the new sides. Sampami, you've got pick number 6 in this round, so your time on the clock starts now. Sampami so far have added Dwayne Pretorius, Johnson Charles, and they've gone ahead and added Chamika Karunaratne. Congratulations, another Sri Lankan in this draft. Guys, first Sri Lankan in your setup. Your thoughts on Chamika? What does he bring to the table for you?
can finish playing well in the Asia Cup, can finish for us at the death. So we'll get some overs out of him. So yeah, he's a good addition for us.
Awesome. Great to hear from you guys there. So Chamika Karunaratne joins Johnson Charles and Dwayne Pretorius as the third pick for them today. Going to move across to the other newbies of this draft, the New York Strikers. Guys, your time on the clock for this round will start in just a few seconds. So get those thinking hats on. There you go. 1 minute on the clock starts now. Wahab Riaz comes into this lineup. He is going to be lethal with the ball in hand. Wahab Riaz now joins this setup. That is a great pickup for them. The New York Strikers, congratulations on that pick. Just a quick thought on how excited you guys are to get someone like him in your setup.
Very experienced player. He was captaining the winning team last year, so we're glad to have him. He's one of our left-arm picks, so yeah.
He's worried a lot of batsmen around the world, and no doubt he'll bring a lot of pace to the Strikers as well. And finally, the last pick in this round, pick number 8, is with the Chennai Braves. Dougie, your time on the clock, 1 minute, starts now. That didn't take long. Ben Duckett has been added, left-hander. He will no doubt be a good addition to your setup as well. Congratulations, Dougie. That's a great pick for you. The Chennai Braves with the last pick of this round. So you've got in category B, round 3, Najibul Azadran, Chamika Karunaratne, Ben Cutting, Josh Little, Wayne Parnell, James Vince, Wahab Riaz, and now Ben Duckett to round out this setup as well. We're going to go across back to Tanvi Shah. T, who have you got with you this time round? I think it's someone from the Delhi Bulls.
So far, talk me through those three.
Well, our first one was Faruqi, the left-arm fast bowler from Afghanistan. We've had him before at Delhi Bulls. He was brilliant for us last year. And he's grown in stature over the year. He was great in the Asia Cup recently. So really happy to get him. And he can bowl up front and at the death. We've got Will Jacks, who's a really powerful young Surrey batsman and also in the England squad at the moment. Bowls a bit of part-time offie as well. And Najibul Azadran, the hard-hitting left-hander. That's got tons of those three on board.
You know, when you're scouting players, how much work really goes into it and research before you come for such a big draft where the level and the caliber of the players is outstanding?
Yeah, and in this particular draft for T10, I think the caliber is genuinely high class. So I think doing your homework is really important. It's a really important first step in your chances of doing well is getting the right people in the dressing room, on the training ground, and then out in the middle. So if you don't do your prep, you could get caught short if you're just trying to wing it out there.
And I always wondered, do you also look for someone who's pretty much going to fit into the team basis everyone else that you've picked, or it's going to be someone that's very specific to their skill?
It's a bit of both those things. You know, skill is such an important facet of cricket. But blending and getting the balance right and getting enough bowling options for the captain to use out in the middle and getting enough power up front is really important for T10.
I'm going to let you go back in there, but before that, what is your take on how to pick the perfect player for a draft?
Well, there aren't that many perfect players, but there are tons of really dangerous players. We've got such high quality here. And just looking at the retentions and the direct signings before this draft even started tonight, you can just see how competitive this next season of T10 is going to be.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for talking to us, Andy, and I'm going to let you go back in there. Good luck.
Cheers. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
On for the New York Strikers, guys. Chandrapal Hemraj will not be available for this edition of the Abu Dhabi T10. So we're just going to go back to that lineup. You had him in category B, round 2. So we're going to give you another pick now to replace Chandrapal Hemraj. So for the New York Strikers, if we can get the clock on the board, Chandrapal Hemraj will not be a part of that lineup. Apologies for that. He's just declared himself unavailable, unfortunately, for this edition. That's fine. Just get the technical desk across to them, please, to give them a hand, and we can announce the pick. So we're just going to get the name from them. We'll see if we get the nod of approval and we'll announce it. I think they might need to make a few changes on the text side of things, so we'll come back to them on that one as well. Okay with you? Okay with you? Yep. Got the okay from the tech committee as well. Andre Fletcher, West Indian, now replaces another West Indian in Chandrapal Hemraj. So congratulations and thank you for making that switch for us as well. So Andre Fletcher now joins the New York Strikers. I hope everyone's clear on that. Yep. I'm just going to repeat it one more time. Chandrapal Hemraj not a part of that squad anymore. It's now Andre Fletcher who will play for the New York Strikers. So let's move across now to round C. C1, there's a few players already been picked, but the first pick of this round is with the Northern Warriors. Northern Warriors will get your timer up. 1 minute on the clock. Northern Warriors starts now. Didn't take them long. Adam Hose is the pickup for the Northern Warriors. Guys, congratulations. Anything you'd like to add? What excites you about this man?
Brilliant player in the middle orders, and he comes into our plan what we are looking forward, and we are looking forward him to play the way we're looking forward to it.
Awesome. He has been drafted. You've got the stamp of approval, and he fits nicely into your plans, as you said. The next pick in this round is with the Chennai Braves. The Chennai Braves, your time on the clock will start now. Another very, very quick pickup. Chennai Braves have gone with Sam Cook. You must know the man pretty well. Dougie, your thoughts behind this pick?
Obviously, he had a great 100 this year. He does really well, goes a bit under the radar.
Yeah.
And all the guys here on the screen, they vouch for him massively. So I'll go with their pick.
Awesome. Good to see that that they've already given you the stamp of approval from there. You've got the stamp of approval from us on the tech side of things as well. the next pick in this round, round C1, is with Team Abu Dhabi, but they've already made a selection in Jamie Overton. The next setup is the Bangla Tigers. They also have a pick in Mohammad Amir in this setup, and then therefore we move to pick number 5, and that is the new side, Morrisville Sampami. Your time on the clock, Morrisville Sampami, will start now. Quicker and quicker we're going here. George Garton is the pickup. You guys seem to know exactly what you wanted. George Garton with the Morrisville Sump Army comes straight in. They've had some success already with Johnson Charles, Dwayne Pretorius, Chamika Karunaratne joining this side, and now George Garton into your side. So going across to the other new setup next. Yep, drafted. You've got the technical committee's approval. Just going to get you to sign off on your sheets too. New York Strikers. You've got the next pick in this round, pick number 6 of round C1. Your 1 minute starts now. I think that's the quickest pick of the draft. Literally took a second. Well done, guys. You guys have your plans in place. Jordan Thompson, congrats on that pickup. The New York Strikers adding another all-rounder into their lineup. Next up in pick number 7 and pick number 8, we've got the Deccan Gladiators, who've already made a choice in their setup. You've got Adam Hose in that lineup. Sorry, actually, that is Odean Smith that they've gone with. You've also got the Delhi Bulls, who've made a pick themselves, and that is Dom Drake. So that is round C1 done and dusted. Moving over to round C2. We're going to start with the new setup, guys. You're going to stay busy. New York Strikers, you took 1 second for your last pickup. It's back with you. You're 1 second on the clock after you've picked Jordan Thompson. Who is it going to be? You've got the first pick of this round. Remember, a minimum of 14 players, a max of 17 should you go with the optional as well. New York Strikers almost filling this first page. Kesrick Williams into the setup, guys. Congratulations. Just going to wait for the stamp of approval actually before I say that, but your thoughts on why?
Kim as a bowler has a lot of variations. That's what we need in this format.
Yeah, perfect. You've got the draft of approval as well. You personally like him, and I think we're going to like seeing him in the Abu Dhabi T10 again. Kesrick Williams now joins the New York Strikers. Pick number 2 in this round is with the Chennai Braves. Chennai Braves. Dougie, it's back to you. Your time on the clock. Chennai Braves on the clock, please. There you go. 1 minute starts now for the Chennai Braves. Not wasting any time, Sikandar Raza from Zimbabwe joins the Chennai Braves. Congratulations on that pick. Next pick in this round will be with the Bangla Tigers. They're the only side that already had a pick. There you go, drafted into the Chennai Braves. Congratulations on that pick. The Bangla Tigers already had Matisha Patirana in their setup, so we're then going to go across to pick number 4, and that's with Andy there at the Delhi Bulls. So if we can get the Delhi Bulls clock up. Delhi Bulls, your 1 minute starts now. This is round C2. Delhi Bulls looking to add a bit more might. They've got Dom Drake, Rajibullah Zadran, Will Jacks, Fazalak Faruqi. Looks like a great squad. Actually, they all do. It's going to be a question of who can soak up the pressure the best, as we've seen so often in this short format. It is cricket's fastest format, and you guys have been pretty quick with your fingers on the button here in the draft so far too. Delhi Bulls, I think, have made their pick. Richard Gleeson is the pick for the Delhi Bulls. I think we just had a quick word with the technical committee there. Richard Gleeson has been drafted. Congratulations, guys. He is now a Delhi Bull. Moving across next to the Deccan Gladiators. Guys, time to get busy in there. Your 1 minute on the clock starts now. The defending champions, sorry, there's a word, I think, if we can get the technical committee across to them. They've just got a doubt. I think Will Smeed is the pick that you guys are opting for. Will Smeed, if we can get the thumbs up, yep. Will Smeed has got the thumbs up from our technical committee as well. Congratulations, guys. He is now a Deccan Gladiator. He joins the defending champions. We can stop the clock there. I think we're good to go. Deccan have confirmed Will Smeed. Going to move along next to the Sump Army, Morrisville. Guys, your 1 minute now on the clock. Starts now, category C, round 2. Which way are you heading? Just 2 more picks left in this round. Morrisville Stump Army looking to complete this page of the draft. You've got George Garton, Chamika Karunaratne, Johnson Charles and Dwayne Pretorius added to the mix for them. Okay. Andreas Goose joins the squad. Congratulations, guys. Another man I'm pretty sure Lance knows pretty well. We'll get that coming up for you, but I think we've got the nod of approval, so congratulations. He joins the Morrisville Stump Army. That's building nicely for the new setup in Abu Dhabi T10. Up next, the Northern Warriors. Guys, your 1 minute on the clock will be reset. Northern Warriors, your time starts now. 1 minute on the clock. Josh Little, Luke Wood. And that was quick. 7 seconds was all they needed. Chris Green, capable of bowling with the new ball as well. Dynamic man to have in your setup. Congratulations, guys. Chris Green has got the stamp of approval for you. And we're going to go lastly in this round, round C2, to the men to my right, Team Abu Dhabi, guys. 1 minute on the clock for you with the final pick of this round. 1 minute starts now. Brandon King, the West Indian. We've seen a lot of runs off his bat. Congratulations, guys. I'm going to wait and say it again. There's the stamp. There you go. Congratulations, Team Abu Dhabi. Brandon King now with Team Abu Dhabi. We've got a few more rounds still to come, but first up, let's pause. Let's go across to Tanvi Shah. She's got Zafir from the Bangla Tigers. T, over to you.
Thank you, Sohail. I have Zafir Yasin Chaudhry, the co-owner of the Bangla Tigers. You guys have made 4 picks so far. I mean, I think the biggest one for you also would be Zazai. Tell me more about that, considering he was the highest scorer last season with 353 runs.
I think Zaza was the highest run scorer of last year, and he's very experienced, and I think he adds great value to the team, and he's a very committed player. And the remaining 3 picks were Benny Howell, Joe Clark, and Ben Gutting, and 3 of them are experienced. All have played T10. I think they have done amazing. Our prime motive at the very beginning was we will be picking players who are experienced and who have done pretty well in T10. And I believe all the 4 players out there were amazing. And I think through Benny Howell and Ben Gutting, the balance of the team looks amazing at the moment. We have 4 or 5 more picks right now, and I think if everything goes right, our team will be probably one of the best out there.
Well, you heard that, but you look very calm and composed. Are you not stressed or feeling any pressure with this draft, seeing there's incredible players out there and so many competitive teams?
I think this year a lot of quality players have registered, and from there it was very easy for us to pick. And we have got every top picks we wanted, and with so many quality players coming up in the squad, I think it becomes very easy for us to pick players. And the ones we have picked right now, I think they are very experienced, and those things makes a lot of changes, and I think they are very impactful players. So I think for that I'm very calm and composed, and moreover to that, I've been here for last 2 years as well. So for that, I think pressure is like, it's just pretty normal.
And we have 2 new teams, so would you say that adds a little bit more of a competition? You're enjoying how healthy it's going to be and how challenging it's going to be?
I think it's better if there are 2 more, more teams adds much more value to the tournament, and moreover to that, with 2 more teams coming, I think it becomes very easy for us to fight, and it's better if there are more tigers in the jungle. It's much better, and I think Sam Parmy and New York, both teams are looking solid at the moment. I think New York Strikers have got Pollard, he's one of the best out there. Sam Parmy have got Moeen Ali. I think we wanted to pick Moeen Ali as well. So they have signed. I think that's a great signing. Both team looks amazing at the moment.
Well, you look like a man on a mission, so I'm going to let you go back in there and continue this. Good luck, and I hope you have a great draft.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Over to you, Sohail.
Thanks for that, Tanvi, and thank you, Zafir, for those thoughts as well. We're going to move into our next round of the draft. We will take a 5-minute breather after this round, so you guys can reset, regroup, come back into the next phase, which will be going forward into the emerging talents as well. But first up, round C3. And Delhi Bulls, I'm looking at you because you guys have the first pick of this round. Your 1 minute on the clock in round C3 starts now. All right, Delhi Bulls pretty clear with what they want. Kimo Paul, the all-rounder from the West Indies, has been added. Brings a wealth of experience to the setup. Congratulations to the Delhi Bulls. They've got the tactician Andy Flower there as well. Up next, after the Delhi Bulls, we've got the Sump Army, Morrisville. You guys have the next pick in this round. Your 1 minute starts now. Morrisville Sump Army has gone with Abraham PNR. We can pause the clock there. Their pick is in. We've got the nod of approval. Thumbs up has been received. Guys, Lance, the team there, what does he bring to the table? Yep, there we go. We're back in play.
Yeah, all-rounder, and also a little bit of a US flavor as well. South African who's now playing in the US. So
yeah.
It brings that flavor as well. So we're excited about that.
Yeah, we're totally excited because we've been talking about how the T10 is now truly a global phenomenon with you guys coming in as well and the New York Strikers. So a bit more international flavor coming in with Abraham Piana for the Sump Army. Up next, the Northern Warriors. Guys, you've got the next pick in the draft. Your 1 minute on the clock starts now. All right. Yep, it is Rayad Emrit for the Northern Warriors. Congratulations, guys. Great pickup for you as well. That is a stellar pick for the Northern Warriors, and the stamp of approval has come through as well. So Rayad Emrit goes to the Northern Warriors. We've next got the Chennai Braves to pick number 4 in round C3. Your time starts now, guys. That's a quick pick. Ross Whiteley goes across to the Chennai Braves. Congratulations, another good pick. We're just going to wait to see if we get the nod of approval, which should come straight in. There we go. Drafted is assigned. Chennai Braves, you've got him in your lineup. And we'll swiftly move across now to the men to my right. Yet again, Team Abu Dhabi. You guys have the next pick in this lineup. And we will get their clock going now. Team Abu Dhabi, your 1 minute starts now. Deep in conversation with Naveen ul Haq as well. Nice to see that. This is the phase where the pieces start to come together. It gets a bit more tricky to put a team together as well after the initial ones, but Team Abu Dhabi seem to have their pick in place. Yep, I think they've made the pick. Just going to check with our technical committee before we give them the nod of approval. All right, Ahmad Butt is the pick for Team Abu Dhabi. Congratulations, guys. You've picked up your next pickup in this round, round C3. And we'll then go quickly across to the Bangla Tigers back there. Guys, you've got pick number 6 in round C3. Which way are you heading? 1 minute. Let's get that going. Bangla Tigers, with 15 seconds rather on the clock, have picked up Nurul Hassan. Congratulations, guys. They're happy about that one as well. Bangla Tigers have added Nurul Hassan to their side. I think it's a man that they wanted. And up next, the New York Strikers, one of the new sides in this edition of the Abu Dhabi T10. Guys, your 1 minute Strikers starts now. Very swift, as they've often been. Izharul Haq Naveed is the pick for the New York Strikers. Congratulations, New York Strikers. You've added a bit more might to your bowling department too. And finally, the last pick in this round, pick number 8 in round C3, is with the defending champions. Guys, Deccan Gladiators, let's get that clock going. 1 minute on the clock for for the Deccan Gladiators starts now. There we go. Zahir Khan. He is a really, really wily customer. It's going to be nice to see how he works under Mushi as well. So, congratulations. Deccan Gladiators drafted. Zahir Khan comes straight into the Deccan Gladiators. That brings us to the end of round C3. Guys, we are going to pause here for about 5 minutes. Grab some drinks, grab a quick bite, come back in, reset, and regroup, and we'll come straight back in 5 minutes. We've got Tanvi in the meantime chatting with Shaji, with Rajiv, and a couple of others too. So we'll see you back in 5 minutes. Tanvi, it's over to you.
And I am here with what we may call the A-team, literally the movers and shakers and the men that make it happen. Mr. Shaji ul Mulk, the chairman of ADT10, Mr. Matthew Boucher, the CEO of Abu Dhabi Cricket and Sports Hub, Mr. Rajiv Khanna, the COO of ADT10. Welcome, gentlemen. Thank you, such an honor to have you guys here.
Thank you.
Shaji, let's start with you. I mean, last year's numbers, 7,723 runs, 606 fours, 496s. Those are some incredible numbers. How proud are you of this entire tournament?
Yeah, Tanvi, thank you. I think you see the very fact that the pace of the game, T10 is all about action every minute. So I think in terms of the fours and the sixes and the runs, and also the number of wickets,
absolutely,
if you already see. So that's what the T10 is all about. And we're very, very happy that the concept of the 90 minutes cricket is now become such a exciting sport, actually. Thank you.
You have watched it grow from strength to strength. We're in the 6th season with an incredible line of players for this draft. How do you foresee this season going?
I think with the addition of the another 2 teams now, and what is most pleasing is the talent. Now we've got absolutely, perhaps Matt, if you agree with me, I think in all the 5 seasons, this season we've got the largest, top quality standard players actually. So from that perspective, we're very, very excited.
Well, I'm sure it's really exciting. Now, Matt, I want to chat with you a little bit. I mean, you've been watching what's happening at the draft. Are you pleased with how things are going so far?
Yeah, it's incredible, isn't it? I mean, we've known about the direct signings and the icons and platinums, which was a fantastic new improvement for this year to have a number of those direct signings in the press a lot earlier than we have done before. So, but yeah, if you look at the strength and depth, I mean, those teams, I was just commenting to Shaji and Rajiv in the room, they're frightening. I mean, all the way down into the middle of Cat B and into Cat C, we've got international players, we've got guys who perform for national teams in Asia Cups, and players of the series is in the 100, and it's about as good as we've envisaged for the last 3 or 4 years. So yeah, really, really pleased with the strength of depth. And yeah, congratulations to the 2 new teams. Congratulations to everyone on brilliant picks so far. And yeah, really looking forward to it.
And do you think with the addition of 2 new teams, it's like everyone needs to pull their socks up? Because hey, there's new people in the mix.
Absolutely, but in many ways with the 6 teams, you'd expect some significant strength and depth. But what we've got now is that across 8 teams, which again really shows and reflects the strength of where T10 has come, and there's very few players missing that are relevant in world cricket at the moment, and that's a tribute to everybody that's working hard behind the scenes, especially at 10 Sports Management, and the guys are putting on a great show tonight.
Well, thank you. And Rajiv, I mean, you've seen a lot of cricket, you've come from a lot of experience as well, and what are you watching today? How pleased are you?
I think all the teams have made a very significant composition of all the teams. It's a pure mix. It's a good mix of talent, and I believe most of the team has taken. And now, when the UAE player is going to be coming in, that's what is important. We'll see some fantastic talent coming in. So I'm very pleased of all the teams, whatever pick they have taken so far.
And which player are you most looking forward to being picked up?
See, for us, all the players are equal, so I would not name any one that I really wanted that to be picked up. But I'm looking forward to that optional player. Let's see which team, if any teams picks up any optional player, and maybe some Indian guy coming into the picture. You never know.
Absolutely, there could be a surprise package. You never know. But Shaji, I mean, incredible, not just giving an opportunity to players all around the world, but also the local players. How important is the Abu Dhabi T10 for the growth of cricket?
Yeah, I think we've made a very conscious effort. Now, if you've seen, from the 2 players per squad, we've actually increased to 3. So from a 2 times 6 last year of 12, we are 3 times 8 now. So double the number of UAE players. The 24 UAE cricketers will play. And it's very heartening that last year, if you see, the UAE player, the UAE talent, pulled the weight. They were not just as spectators, they were competing out there. And it shows the growth of the cricket as well. And if you see yesterday's game, UAE played Bangladesh.
True.
And they were this close to beating them.
Yeah.
In fact, I think last over, they needed about maybe 5 or 6 runs, something like that, they lost. But that shows the standard of the cricket is improving. And the T10 is playing a significant part and the growth of the UAE talent, basically. So very proud and happy about that.
Absolutely. And Matt, being the CEO of Abu Dhabi Cricket with the Abu Dhabi T10, have you seen a growth in the amount of kids joining and trying to play the sport more? Because they now know that there's so much of a career option for them as well.
Yeah, I think any little kid will testify that if you're able to see your heroes in action, then that's a real beginning of the pathway to where they all want to get to. So, yeah, we've missed a bit of that. Again, I was commenting to Shaji in the room. We've missed a bit of that through COVID, and yeah, having that community engagement back and getting all of these superstars that are in the 8 teams into the community and into the kids, and getting some kids back in the stadium will be a really, really big enhancement for the event moving forward. So, yeah, all this is live action in cricket in the backyard for a kid in Abu Dhabi, which is absolutely amazing.
It is. And Rajiv, would you say now that lots of other players are getting in touch with you saying, like, guys, I want to be on this tournament. Like, can I be a part of this draft?
Honestly, Tanvi, you won't believe there are so many players back home in India who have just retired. Yeah, everywhere across, because of the background which I come in, I've been dealt with players all across, for the last 12, 13 years. There's so many players who's wanting to come in, right? And across the globe, it's not just 1 or 2 countries. So we're talking that 26 countries players have been registered this year. And there are many who did not think about and who's wanting to be part of it. They may be because of their pre-commitment to their national sides. I can tell you a few names from New Zealand who wanted to be part of this year's T10, but they cannot because they are pre-committed to their national sides. But yes, there is a fantastic interest among all the players, and many young talents as well.
I saw Rajiv last night for dinner, and I can testify he's got about 1,400 WhatsApps, and it's buzzing like a lightsaber on the table.
I mean,
and
I
I'm
can
sure
totally
it's players
imagine.
and agents and boards and federations all wanting their players to be part of the event. So it's the ultimate credibility to Shaji and the guys that the world of cricket wants to play this format.
Absolutely, and hats off to you guys. Before I let you guys go back in, Shaji, incredible. You have given us something that's here to stay, that's only getting bigger. The stats are there, everything's proving it, the player draft and the caliber of the players. What are you most looking forward to this season?
Well, Tanvi, I think we're looking beyond the season. I think the season has been a constant growth, and then we're looking forward to actually implement the higher standards and go bigger. But then what is pleasing for me personally is the format itself is global now.
Yeah.
Outside of the T10 that we're planning ourselves, which is also multiple T10s around the world, but I think I see almost on a weekly basis is being adapted by full member countries. The West Indies have played the 60s. Now Sri Lanka is doing the T10, which we will be doing. Now Pakistan is thinking about it. Afro Zimbabwe is already, we've signed with them.
and so many different countries. I think the T10 growth is, in my opinion, unstoppable.
It is unstoppable, and like I said, everything's here to prove it. And Matt, if I may end with you and Rajiv, what you guys are looking forward to the season?
Yeah, we touched on it before, but I think having a COVID-free event from a stadium and from a destination perspective, getting back into the community, filling those stands, and again, we remember 2019 when I think there were 140-odd thousand spectators in 10 days.
Wow.
So yes, those are days that we've missed. The roar of the fans, and yeah, we can't wait to get them back in the stadium.
So I second what Saji said, Tanvi, that we are also looking at not just this season. We are wanting to make this is already a global event now, but how we can get T10 across the globe with the full members countries, with associate countries, how we can promote T10 there. That's what we are looking at. You know?
Well, I guess I'm not allowed to talk about it yet, but I know the plans are incredible and things are in progress already. Thank you, gentlemen, for talking to me, and I'm going to let you guys head back in again.
Thanks a lot, Tanvi.
Thank you, Tanvi.
I have Lance Klusner, the head coach of the Morrisville Sump Army. It's a new team. It's your debut season. How excited are you guys to be here?
We're extremely excited, and obviously an American flavor as well. So that's exciting not only for us, but for cricket that's growing in the United States as well. So extremely excited about that, and I think we've signed well pre-draft as well.
That's right.
So hopefully we can just fill up the gaps now.
And what are you most excited about in terms of your team and how your squad is shaping up so far?
Yeah, we've we signed well with our batting, so so far we've just filled up with some all-rounders, and we've pretty much got what we were looking for. And then there's a US flavor to that as well. Two boys who have been playing in the US from South Africa, growing the game and doing a good job there, and it would be nice to give them some exposure over here as well.
Well, now you've been part of another team before, and now with the debut team, how do you think it's going to be different? And also, do you think there's a lot of pressure?
There's always pressure in T10. You always think, oh, it's T10, it's fun and games, but once it starts, the pressure is there and everybody wants to win. So we're looking forward to that. The nice thing is that we had a clean slate to start as well. So that was nice, and we've been able to get some fantastic players, icons and category A's.
I think you've made about 4 picks, if I'm not mistaken, so far. Who do you think has been your best pick? It's unfair to say best, but who do you think that you wanted and you got?
Sure, just from a tactical point of view, probably a guy like Dwayne Pretorius, all-rounder for us, who's just that link between the batters and the bowlers. So that was a big one for us. And then nice to be able to give those guys playing in America as well that exposure, and hopefully they can take this experience home and grow the game there as well.
Well, thank you, Lance. Thank you so much for talking to us, and good luck for the rest of the draft.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
2-1. Just going to take a couple of minutes to get everyone back in the room, to settle back in, and we can get this show back on the road. Thank you. Just requesting everyone to start taking their seats again. We can get this going in just a couple of minutes. Not many rounds to go in the draft, and we'll resume with our emerging talents. We've got just a few more rounds of the draft 2022 Abu Dhabi T10 player draft to go, and we can actually get straight into the next category, which is emerging talent. We've already gone through the A category, B category, and C category. The next round is the emerging talent. The first pick of this round is with the Chennai Braves. Dougie, let's get straight into it with you guys. You've got 90 seconds now for this category and the next. It's 90 seconds on the clock, a bit more time to take your decisions. Obviously, these are the final pieces of your puzzle. There comes the pick. Kobe Hurft is the pick for the Chennai Braves. Congratulations. Young lad to watch out for from Australia. Well done. Up next, we go across to the Deccan Gladiators, emerging talent. You've got pick number 2, guys. 1 minute 30 on the clock. That starts now. Has not taken them long either, and we thought we'd see this man soon enough. Curtis Camphor comes into the Deccan Gladiators. Congratulations, another man to watch out for in this edition of the T10. Deccan Gladiators done with pick number 2, over to pick number 3, and it's the guys to my immediate right. Team Abu Dhabi, 1 minute 30 on the clock for you. You've got pick number 3 of the emerging talent. And your clock will come up in just a bit, as we're just waiting to see if Curtis Camphor gets the nod of approval. There you go, drafted into the Deccan Gladiators. So, Team Abu Dhabi, 1 minute 30 on the clock, starts now. Another quick pick, and it's Darvish Rasuli for Team Abu Dhabi. Congratulations, guys. Quick pick up for you. He comes straight in, and there is the sign of approval, drafted to Team Abu Dhabi. Pick number 4 in the emerging talent is with the Bangla Tigers. Bangla Tigers, you've got 1 minute and a half for this pick in the emerging talent. Your 1:30 starts now. The Bangla Tigers have gone with Mrityunjoy Chaudhary. Congratulations, Bangla Tigers. Just going to wait for the stamp to come in. I think should come through in just a few seconds. So the Bangla Tigers in this round, the emerging talent, have added Mrityunjoy Chaudhary. There you go, drafted. Congratulations, guys. Well done to you. And pick number 5, therefore, is with the Northern Warriors. Guys, 1 minute 30 on the clock for you will start here. Northern Warriors with pick number 5 in the emerging talent round. 1:30 starts now. Just a minute, can we get someone from the tech desk? Tech committee across, please. Yep. You've got 1 minute 30, guys. All right, and the Northern Warriors have gone with Gus Atkinson from England. Gus Atkinson from England is the pick for the Northern Warriors, and he is drafted. Congratulations. Another good pickup for you. Pick number 6 is with the other new side, the New York Strikers. Guys, you've got 1 minute and a half that will start now. Emerging talent, who's coming your way? That's a quick one. Tom Hartley is heading to the New York Strikers in this edition of Abu Dhabi T10. Congratulations, guys. Pick number 6. We're just going to wait for the tech committee to approve of that. There you go. Done and dusted. Tom Hartley is now a New York Striker. Congrats. Pick number 7. And I'm going to look to that corner now. It's the Delhi Bulls with pick number 7 in the emerging talent category. 1 minute and a half. Andy and team. Mitchell Stanley is the pick in the emerging talent category for the Delhi Bulls. Guys, congratulations. Another good pickup for you. And there you go. Drafted to the Delhi Bulls. And that leaves us with just one pick in the emerging talent. And that is with the Morrisville Sump Army. Guys, emerging talent. The final pick in this category lies with you. Who's going to come into the Sump Army? Into that unified side. That's a super quick pick. Ibrahim Zadran. Well done, guys. No time wasted whatsoever. Ibrahim Zadran is the last pick in the category. Emerging talent now done and dusted. Sump Army does get Ibrahim Zadran drafted. Well done. Let's just confirm the picks in this round. You've got Mitchell Stanley going to the Delhi Bulls. Ibrahim Zadran. You've got Mrityunjoy Chaudhary. Curtis Camphor was the first pickup as well, and that went to the Deccan Gladiators. Then Gus Atkinson to the Northern Warriors. Darvish Rasuli to Team Abu Dhabi. Tom Hartley to the Strikers. And Kobe Hurft to the Chennai Braves. And speaking of the Chennai Braves, we've got Tanvi Shah standing by with Dougie Brown.
I'm here with Dougie Brown, the Director of Cricket of the Chennai Braves. Dougie, so far in all the picks that you've made right now, who are you the happiest that it went your way?
Well, always good to get the first one out of the way.
Yeah.
Obed McCoy was a great pick, closely followed by Ollie Stone. But look, there's no one person that you're happier with. You need to get a really strong, balanced squad. And I think so far we've managed to accumulate a really sound squad that hopefully that goes out there and is able to be competitive.
You know, they say mostly in T10 because it's such a great game for the batsmen, but we had an amazing set of bowlers do really well last season. What do you think it takes to be a good bowler in the Abu Dhabi T10?
Well, I think you've got to be quite unflustered. You've got to be able to commit to your skill, and you need to understand that it's such a volatile format that the game can change in the blink of an eye. So somebody who can hold the composure, somebody who can go and commit to what they want to do regardless of skills, and somebody who actually fits this format. You know, that what we're starting to see is that there is a way that you play this game now. It's not just you go and face 60 balls. Or there's a way that you can play and a way you can dominate. And hopefully we managed. All the teams here are starting to understand what that looks like.
And are you happy with how your squad is shaped up so far?
Yeah, I'm delighted. We were very lucky. We didn't have too many curveballs. We didn't miss too many players. I think if we sit here now, we'd be absolutely delighted, the squad we've assembled.
And what would you say it takes to be actually one of the best T10 players?
Well, I think as a batter, you've got to be able to hit it out of the park. You've got to have a high strike rate. And I think as a bowler, you need to be open-minded, but you also have to be capable of applying your skills when you are under pressure. Because let's be honest, you're under pressure most of the time as a bowler in this format.
And if you had to say you're going to watch out for one team in this tournament, who's that going to be?
Well, clearly us, you know. But look, everybody's assembled very strong squads. So, and it just takes one person on a given day to go out and win a game from another team. So it's a very, very strong tournament. It's getting stronger every year, and it's a great thing to be part of.
Thank you, Dougie. I saw you really focused in there, and now you've come and loosened up a little bit here. So I'm going to let you go back in that war zone again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for that, Dougie, as well. They have been building a good squad. Remember, they are actually a new franchise in some sense. Same name, different owners. So it's good to see the Chennai Braves come straight back in. We're going to move into our next category, which is the UAE players. Remember, you've got to have one player from the UAE in your playing 11 as well. So this becomes a very, very important category for this draft. Again, you'll have a minute and a half, gentlemen and ladies, in this category. So you will have that extra 30 seconds to make your picks. UAE round 1, and the first pick is with the New York Strikers. Guys, UAE round 1 comes your way, 1 minute 30 on the clock, and you didn't need much of it. Mohammad Wasim, congratulations, guys. Yep. Can we just help him with the mic there, please? Yeah, there we go.
Can we have this Mohammad Wasim instead?
Sorry?
Can we have this Mohammad Wasim instead?
I think we've got the wrong Mohammad Wasim there, guys. They wouldn't mind this one, but we'll correct that for you. But congratulations, younger more local Mohammad Wasim is coming your way to the strikers, so congrats on that. But we will get that changed. Make sure we do. Thanks for that. The next pick is with the Northern Warriors, but they've already actually, well, they don't actually have a pick in this category. It's the Deccan Gladiators that do. So, Northern Warriors, your 1 minute 30 starts now. Pretty quick pick for the Northern Warriors. Junaid Siddiqui is in that squad. Congratulations. Once we get the nod of approval from our tech committee, you will get that stamp of approval for Junaid Siddiq. The Northern Warriors have drafted him into their squad. Congratulations, guys. He is now a Northern Warrior. Up next, pick number 3 in the UAE round 1 is with the Delhi Bulls. Guys, you've got 1 minute 30 on the clock, starting now. You can understand the time being taken because this is the category where you've got to be smart about it as well. They've got to fit into your 11. And there is a whole host of talent coming through from the UAE. Which direction do you go? What do you need? This is where the thinking hats come on. This is where the money gets earned at the tables as well. All right, they've gone with Shiraz Ahmed, the Delhi Bulls. Just going to wait till we get our tech committee to approve of that. There you go, drafted. He is now a Delhi Bull. Congratulations, guys. Shiraz Ahmed, now a Delhi Bull. Up next, the Chennai Braves. Jaggi, you guys have 1.5 minutes coming your way to find some talent from the UAE. There we go, 90 seconds on the clock. Didn't need too much time. Karthik Mayappan comes into the Chennai Braves. Young man to watch out for, no doubt, in this edition of the Abu Dhabi T10. Pick number 5 next up, and we will get that nod of approval first up for the Braves. There you go. They've added Karthik Mayappan to Kobe Herf and Ross Whiteley on this page of the draft. You then go across to pick number 5, and that is with the Deccan Gladiators. The Gladiators had already made a pick in this round, and that is Zahur Khan. So they will skip this round. It'll then go to the Bangla Tigers. Bangla Tigers, you guys have 90 seconds on the clock, and your time starts now. Bangla Tigers deep in thought. As we said earlier, you've got 3 rounds of UAE cricketers, and they've gone with an experienced campaigner, Rohan Mustafa. He is now going to be a Bangla Tiger. There you go, drafted. Congratulations, guys. Rohan Mustafa heads your direction. We know a lot about that man. And up next, therefore, with just 2 picks left in this round, the next one over across to Morrisville Sampami, guys. 90 seconds on the clock. That starts now. So the new side, Morrisville Sampami, have picked Ahmed Raza. Just going to wait for our tech committee to approve of that pick. Hang on, we do want a word with the tech committee before we confirm that. I think just the role in the side is what they were questioning. All good? Yep. Okay, all good. There we go. He is confirmed and drafted. Ahmed Raza is going to be playing for the Sump Army. Don't worry, we can teach him to bowl leg breaks if you guys need as well. We'll do that for you. Why not? And finally, one last pick in this round. It is Team Abu Dhabi, guys. You should know your local talent. Let's head your way. 90 seconds on the clock. Oh, that's quick. As I said, you should know your local talent. You certainly do. Alishan Sharafu. Guys, what can you tell us about him?
Over to Oscar.
Is a good young player coming through. He hits the ball a long way. I think he's built for this sort of format, and I'm looking forward to him showcasing his skills.
Awesome. We're looking forward to him showcasing his skills as well. Thanks, guys, and great pickup for you. He joins Team Abu Dhabi, and we're going to go across now to a couple of men from the Northern Warriors who joined Tanvi Shah. Tanvi, back to you.
I have with me Shahbaz Ilyas and Usman, the co-owners of the Northern Warriors. I know, guys, this is coming to the end of a draft. Don't want to keep you guys too long. Let's talk a little bit about your squad so far. I mean, you have Hasaranga, you have Roman Powell, you have Kennard Lewis. That's a pretty solid squad. How are you feeling about it?
We are feeling pretty happy about our squad. You know, we wanted, we've got what we wanted, and base has been pretty good with Hasaranga, Roman Powell, Rutherford, Reece Topley, and around it we made our players, you know. I mean, and so far we're pretty happy about it, you know.
Yeah.
I think we've built a really great team this year, especially bringing Wayne Parnell back in. He took a hat trick for us. I know it was not the last season, the season before. So we're quite excited. The team is really strong, and we've got the picks that we wanted.
Well, that's amazing, right? When you get exactly what you want. Now, you guys have won it twice. What's it going to take for the Northern Warriors to be champions again this season?
Why not? You can never say who's going to be the champion in this format. You know, it can be our day back again. You know.
Absolutely, but
It's going
what
to
do
be
you
our.
think?
It's going to be our way here with this format. I mean, we're going to be surprising everyone. I think with the coach, the team that we have behind it, they're going to make it happen, and the Northern Warriors are going to win that cup for the third time.
Well, you guys are hearing it from the men right here in Hasaranga with the highest wicket taker last time. I mean, that's pretty exciting to have him on your squad.
Absolutely, we're very excited to have him, and I think he's been one of the best bowlers for Asia Cup too. So.
The Northern Warriors don't want to say much, so I guess I'm going to let you guys go back in and get cracking with your team.
But before we go, you have to say the anthem. Northern Warriors.
I'll do the dance with you guys. You say it. Come on.
There we go.
Come on. 1, 2, 3.
Northern Warriors. We are the Northern Warriors.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank
and
you.
Best
Thank you
of
very
luck.
much.
Thank you.
Thanks for putting those dancing shoes on, Tanvi, and thanks, guys, for that, for those words, for a little bit of a jig as well as we get back into the thick of it here in the room. This is where the hot seat is going to be, heading into the next 2 rounds of talent from the UAE. We've got round 2 coming your way of UAE talent, and pick number 1 in this round starts with the Bangla Tigers. Guys, 1:30 on the clock, starts now. Bangla Tigers, another familiar face, Chirag Suri, heading to the Bangla Tigers. We saw Rohan Mustafa and now Chirag Suri. They've gone with experience from the UAE. Congratulations, Bangla Tigers. First pick of round 2 is with you. We're going to go across now to the New York Strikers, guys. Second pick of the second round of UAE talent coming your way. 90 seconds has begun. Really interesting phase of the draft at this stage. We've got our tech committee with you, don't worry. Just gonna sort it out. I think we can pause the clock there until we fix this. All right, New York Strikers have picked Nav Pabreja in this round of the draft. So Nav Pabreja has been okayed as well by the committee and will head towards the New York Strikers. Congratulations, guys. Pick number 3. There you go. There he is, drafted. Nav Pabreja is coming your way. Up next, pick number 3 is with the other new side in this edition, Sampami. Pick number 3, you've got 90 seconds on the clock to find more talent from the UAE. Kashif Dord, just going to get our committee to check, but if all goes well, the Sampami will now have Kashif Dord, the all-rounder, in their setup. Let's give it a couple of seconds. There you have it. Kashif Dord is now part of the Sampami. Congratulations, guys. We're going to go across for pick number 4, and we're heading to Team Abu Dhabi, guys. As you said, you know your local talent. You were quick last time around. Which way are you heading here? Round 2 of the UAE players. 1:30 on the clock has begun. You can see a lot of guys in the room now starting to sort of get busy with just that last phase of the draft. We've got a pick coming in. Ali Abid is the man going to Team Abu Dhabi. Come on, guys. You guys are the local side here. Tell us a bit more about Ali Abid.
He captains the Team Abu Dhabi D20 side in the domestic cricket. He's a hard-hitting sort of lower order batter. So looking forward to see what he can do.
Awesome. Thanks for that bit of info as well. For everyone at home, go ahead, look into each of these players because you never know where the next household name is going to come from. Could become a global phenomenon just like the T10 has become over the years as well. Next up in pick number 5, we've got the Northern Warriors. Guys, gonna look at you down there. 90 seconds on the clock and we'll get that going right now. Northern Warriors, that's a quick pick for them. Usman Khan. Usman Khan is with the Northern Warriors if all goes to plan. Yeah, the picture. Yeah, don't worry. We know that. Guys, just gonna change the picture. I know he's a popular man. We've had him for a few. Don't worry. He is drafted. Not that Usman Khan. There is an Usman Khan coming your way. You guys know which one you wanted. You've got him as well. So congratulations, Northern Warriors. Usman Khan joins you. And now we go across to the Deccan Gladiators, defending champions. Guys, you've got 90 seconds on the clock to find more talent from this part of the world. Adil Malik, didn't take long, took a second in fact for you guys. Adil Malik, the all-rounder for the Deccan Gladiators. 2 more picks left in this round, but Adil Malik is going to get the stamp of approval, we would think. And just the Chennai Braves and the Delhi Bulls to come in this round of the draft. Adil Malik has been drafted. Guys, any thoughts on him? What can we look forward to from Adil Malik?
The good leg spinner, so we just want to check him in nets first. So hopefully he'll be in our squad also.
Never know where the diamond in the rough is going to come from. Thanks, guys. You've got a brilliant leggy sitting next to you, so no better person to learn from, that's for sure. Up next, we've got just the 2 picks left in this round. The Chennai Braves first up. 90 seconds on the clock, guys. They seem to know where they're heading with this pick. Chennai Braves. Didn't take long at all for Dougie. Vritya Arvind. V. Arvind is the pick for the Chennai Braves. And he joins you if we get the nod. And we have. Congratulations. The wicketkeeper comes into your setup as well. And up next, the final pick in round 2 of the UAE talent is with the Delhi Bulls. The men in red in that corner of the room. Delhi Bulls, you've got 90 seconds on the clock. Karnal Zahid. Karnal Zahid is with the Delhi Bulls. Just going to wait to see if we can get that approved. Yep, Karnal Zahid has been approved. The Delhi Bulls, congratulations. You've got yourselves another player, and that will bring the end to round 2 of the UAE players. We do have one more round to come, but first up, Tanvi Shah, who you've got with you, is what we want to know.
Joining me is Mr. Shaji ul Mulk, the chairman of the ADT10 and also a member of the Emirates Cricket Board. And also another very special guest is Mr. Zayed Abbas, a member of the Emirates Cricket Board. Thank you, sir, for joining us. Tell me a little bit about the Emirates Cricket Board and the vision.
First of all, we would like to congratulate the T10 management, T10 Abu Dhabi, and it's been a wonderful event, very innovative, and of course the success is evident. 6 years in a row, mashallah. Shaji has done a great job and your team, and from 6 to 8 teams, that's another achievement. So way to go, and wish them all the best, inshallah.
And Shaji, how has the support of the Emirates Cricket Board helped you guys?
Yeah, we're very thankful to Emirates Cricket Board. Right from the year 2017 that we launched, the support has been very strong. And, you know, His Highness Sheikh Nahyan and all the Emirates Cricket Board members. So we are very, very thankful to them for continually supporting us and encouraging us as well.
Would you say that after the Abu Dhabi T10, there's a lot more interest in the youth and the kids coming forward to play cricket?
For sure. I mean, one of the best moves that 3 players mandatory to be in the team, and it can be even more. So that's one of the best support for our UAE youth and the members of the national team as well. That's good exposure for the team and a very well platform for them to be prepared for bigger events.
And as they say, Shadi, teamwork makes the dream work. So could you say this is absolutely that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think when you have the national board supporting the event, Abu Dhabi government supporting the event, and a corporate house get together, I would say that's a perfect combination. And this is exactly what T10 is all about now.
That is true. And what are you most looking forward to this season?
For sure, we would love to see great performance from all the teams. And also we would like everyone here to know that UAE will be performing in the World Cup, inshallah, very soon, next month. So we want everyone's support.
That is right. And Shadi, thank you, sir, for joining us. And thank you for your support and everything that you do for cricket.
Yeah, thank you, Tanvi. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Tanvi. Thanks, gentlemen. We've got one round left now of the UAE players. We then move into the optional round. We'll then give you a summary of where the squads stand before we go into the optional rounds. And we'll sort of explain that to you guys a bit further, because you need only 14 to complete your squads. The optional players, as the name suggests, are optional, but I think a lot of people might look to just get a bit more might into their squads, a bit more depth as well. But first up, let's go to round number 3 of the UAE players. It starts with the Deccan Gladiators. Guys, 90 seconds on the clock for you. This is the last round of the local lads, the UAE players. Round 3, 90 seconds has begun. Can we get someone from the tech committee across to them, please? Well, if you can, thank you. So just looking down this page, you've got the Deccan Gladiators with the pick. They've got Zahir Khan. Brilliant to see that young man in that setup. Curtis Camphor, another quality youngster to watch. Zahir Khan and Adil Malik. They've gone smart with their picks of the youngsters as well, the less experienced lads. We will summarize the rest of their squads after this round before we head into the optional categories. But just a bit of chat in the Deccan camp to pick their final player from the UAE. You can understand it as well. This could be the last pick of the draft for some teams. Remember, the next 2 categories are optional. So this could, in essence, for a number of teams, be the final pick that completes the 14. We've got 2 optional rounds. You've got the optional Indian players as well for some. So a total could be 17, remember. But 14 gets the job done if you're happy enough with it, if you think you've got a strong enough squad to gun for the title in this edition of the Abu Dhabi T10. Just going to wait for word from our tech committee. I think the player in question isn't part of the list, gentlemen, so you might have to pick a different player. So we can, I think, restart the clock now, guys. There we go. Sultan Ahmed is the player, your potential final pick, unless you've got some optional picks as well. So Sultan Ahmed goes towards the Deccan Gladiators. Congrats on that one as well. Sultan Ahmed to the Deccan Gladiators. Pick number 2 in this final round will go to Team Abu Dhabi. They seem to know their local talent. They seem to know what they want from their local talent as well. Will be interesting to see where they go. Team Abu Dhabi. "90 seconds has begun. Ethan D'Souza. Okay, let's pause here for a second, guys, because this is the youngest player in the Abu Dhabi T10. He's only 16 years old. He's a young lad from Abu Dhabi. A big round of applause for Ethan D'Souza, but also to you guys for believing in a youngster like that. What can we expect from young Ethan?
I think firstly, congratulations to him. He's come through the academy, and it's a real statement to what we're trying to do in Abu Dhabi, that we have players that are now able to actually come in and fit in with this type of environment. First of all, he's got a great head on his shoulders. He's very cool. He's very calm. He's a brilliant fielder. He's probably in the top 3-4 fielders within the countries.
Wow.
He's an amazing athlete, and I'm looking forward to him progressing his batting, learning from the best in the world, and I'm sure he's going to take a lot back with him to the academy.
Yeah, can't wait to see more of that youngster. And congratulations to you guys, and well done on putting your faith into a young man like that. I'm sure it is going to be a month, a few weeks to remember for young Ethan D'Souza. So well done to you guys on picking him. He is now part of Team Abu Dhabi. Going to go over for pick number 3 to the Chennai Braves. Dougie, over to you. 90 seconds on the clock. Just getting a bit of support from our technical committee. It's incredible what we've seen so far from this draft. We've got so many experienced campaigners in the draft and that have been picked up, but then you've got a youngster like Ethan D'Souza. That is why this really is an incredible format to watch. All right, the Chennai Braves have gone with Shabir Rao. Shabir Rao is the pick for the Chennai Braves, and that has been approved by the technical committee as well. Thank you for that. Got the nod of approval, so congratulations to Dougie Brown. We never know if that completes your squad or we get an optional pick. They won't reveal it just yet, and we won't either. But next up, the New York Strikers. Guys, one final pick before we head into the optional. 90 seconds on the clock for this category. That is Shabir Rao for you before we head across to the Strikers. Shabir Rao drafted to the Chennai Braves. So congratulations to Shabir Rao. Congratulations, Chennai Braves. Strikers, pretty sure you're ready with your pick already. New York Strikers. Clock has been ticking down. We just get a bit of support from our technical committee, please. Thank you. And can we pause the clock there? Thanks. Mohammad Farooq is the player selected. Have we got the thumbs up on that? Yep. Mohammad Farooq has been picked up by the New York Strikers. Congratulations, guys. That is the man in question. He's drafted. Into your setup comes Mohammad Farooq. And from one new setup in 2022 to the other, Morrisville Sampami. Where are you heading with this pick? Potentially the last pick of the draft, as I said earlier, for a number of teams. You've got 2 optional rounds after this. Morrisville Sampami. We can get their clock counting down. And we've got some support needed. Why not? All right, they've gone with Basil Hamid. You can stop the clock there. I think we're sure. We've got the approval as well from the technical committee. Basil Hamid is going to be heading to Morrisville Sump Army in 2022. There you go. Basil Hamid joins you guys. Good pickup. Lance likes it as well. Good to see. We'll go across next to the Delhi Bulls. Delhi Bulls, perhaps your last pick before the optional though. 1:30 on the clock. Time to count it down. The Delhi Bulls, they've looked busy. Shiraz Ahmed, Karnal Zahid, Mitchell Stanley, Kemo Ball, the all-rounder. We've got one pick left before we head into the optionals. Got some phone calls being made. Got to be a quick one, 1 minute to go. Delhi Bulls just confirming their pick. You've got 30 seconds, guys. Haven't seen you so animated before. Good to see this. You're going to come back later. Okay, so we're going to hold on that, and that means they skip, and that means they will take the last pick. So they've sort of given away their sequence in the draft. They don't mind that, and we'll come back to them. And that means we go across to the Northern Warriors, guys. You've got the automatic next pick. Delhi Bulls foregoing theirs, and they'll come back at the end of the round. So Northern Warriors, can we get 1:30 on the clock for them? There you go, 1:30 on the clock. Your potential final pick of the draft. They're also going to jump on the phone. I like this. I like the fight and the battle for some local talent. Nice to see. You were so sure about the big boys. Yep. A word needed from our technical committee. Northern Warriors with the second last pick. However, we will go back to the Delhi Bulls. Hamdan Tahir is the pick for the Northern Warriors. It's been approved by our technical committee as well. There you go. Hamdan Tahir is going to be a Warrior. Congratulations, guys. Hamdan Tahir, perhaps your last pick of the night. We will find out. And that means we now have to head across to the Bangla Tigers. Bangla Tigers, your potential last pick before the optionals. 90 seconds on the clock. Spotlight's on you. Drafted twice. Why not? Bangla Tigers. Can we get 1:30? There we go. Bangla Tigers with potentially the last pick of the draft. Remember, we'll also later reveal the Indian names that will be part of the Abu Dhabi T10 in 2022. Some fantastic names to look out for, so watch out for that in the days to come. But let's get things finished up first up here, because Bangla Tigers have their last pick, and then you've got the Delhi Bulls still to come. Like it. 5 people involved in this chat. Love it. And we seem to have a decision. Bangla Tigers have picked Umair Ali. Umair Ali, we're just going to wait for him to get the stamp of approval. There you go. Drafted. Congratulations, Bangla Tigers. Umair Ali is now with your squad, and that leaves just one side. We're coming back to you, Delhi Bulls. And can we restart the clock for the Delhi Bulls, please? 90 seconds for the Delhi Bulls. There we go. Guys, spotlight on you. Ready this time. Some head scratching went on, but we got there in the end. Why not? Love the animated looks in the Delhi camp. Still no answers. Make another phone call, guys. Come on, you can do it. Get in there. Network, please. Just tell them there's 40 seconds left, that's all. Blame technology when you need it, don't worry. Ayan Khan. A lot of head scratching went into that one, but we got there in the end. Ayan Khan is with the Delhi Bulls. Congrats, guys. And that concludes the 3 rounds of UAE players. We're going to go across back to Tanvi Shah. She's got someone from the New York Strikers, Sagar, with her.
I'm here with Mr. Sagar Khanna, the owner of the New York Strikers. Now, your debut season right here. Was this draft everything that you expected?
Yeah, 99% it was, yeah.
And I can say that you're happy with your team and how it shaped up?
Very happy, very happy.
And coming into this draft, what were your expectations and would you say you fulfilled all of them, getting every single person that you kind of wanted?
We missed out on a couple of them, but we got a good replacement for them. So I think we have a pretty strong lineup. We should do good this year.
And if there's one thing that you think you could have done differently in this draft?
I would have liked to save some money, but but we did pretty good. I wouldn't have changed anything. I'm happy with it.
That's great. And now that you're seeing a lot of the teams and how strong all the players are, what are you going to go back and tell your squad?
We here to win. We have to win. First year, we have to make the impression right.
Absolutely. Well, Sagar, thank you for talking to us and good luck for the season.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sagar. Thanks, Tanvi, for that. Guys, we're going to jump straight into the 2 optional rounds. Let's just explain this to you. We're actually going to go in the form of a snake draft, if you know what that is. We start in one direction. The first pick that will come in for this optional round will have the last pick in the second optional round. But before we get there, let's just summarize things a little, shall we? Because overall, we talked about how we've got a whole host of international stars coming into this season. Man, they are on display, that is for sure. DJ Bravo, David Miller, Shakib, Nick Puran. You've got Wanindu Hasaranga, you've got Chris Lynn, you've got Kyron Pollard. Some big names in the offing, but you look down that list and let's just go through some of the big picks. Najibullah Zadran going to the Delhi Bulls. You've got Chamika Karunaratne to the news side as well in this setup. Ben Cutting, Mohammad Amir. But some of the other picks to watch out for, Hazratullah Zazai, highest run scorer from last season. He goes back to the Bangla Tigers. You've got Mujib, who heads to the Deccan Gladiators. You've got so many all-rounders in that setup of the Northern Warriors as well. But also got to talk about Timal Mills. He's come into Team Abu Dhabi, one of the big picks of this draft. You've also then got more West Indian talent and flair when you look at the New York Strikers. Someone like Romario Shepherd, Andre Fletcher, Wahab Riaz as well, adding a bit more explosivity with the ball in hand. But then come down to the local talent, and there's so much to look forward to, including the young 16-year-old that went to Team Abu Dhabi, Ethan D'Souza as well. So just overall, for all of you guys sitting at home, take a look at those squads, rack your brains and see who you think could come away with the spoils in this edition of Abu Dhabi T10, because remember, the Deccan Gladiators might be defending champions, but you've got 7 other sides that will be breathing down their necks this time around, and that looks like a mighty good setup overall. Hard to pick a winner out of the draft from here, but guys, let's get going with this optional round. You've got 2 rounds, as I said. If we start with one side, they will be the last to pick in the second round. So let's get going with the Morrisville Sump Army. Optional picks. Remember, you don't need to pick a player from this category, but you've got the ability to do so. So Morrisville Sump Army, are you going to use the optional pick? They are. And we'll get 1 minute on the clock. It's not going to be a minute and a half, because these are players that you guys should know by now. 60 seconds on the clock. We can get that clock going now. we can pause the clock now. We've got the technical committee just having a chat with the Sampami side. We can just pause the clock there, please. All right, the pick is in for the Morrisville Sampami. It's only time to salute because it's Sheldon Cottrell who has been picked up by Sampami. Congratulations, guys. These optional picks could make or break your side. It's going to be interesting to see how these come about over the next 7 picks as well. But the first pick in the optional round has been taken by the Sampami, and Sheldon Cottrell has been drafted. Congratulations, great pickup from you guys. Next up, the Delhi Bulls. Guys, are you going to exercise your optional? Yes, you are. And can we just get the technical committee over to them? The Delhi Bulls will also exercise their optional pick. It allows you to add a bit more depth. It gives you just that extra option, which is why the name, but it also increases your squad size. Imad Wasim is what I'm hearing. Again, fabulous player to have in any setup. Contributes with both bat and ball. Brilliant on the field too. Brings a truckload of experience. Imad Wasim. We've got the nod of approval. Yes, we do. So Imad Wasim now goes to the Delhi Bulls. Outstanding pickup from them too. These optional picks really looking the part when it looks to complete a squad. Congratulations, guys. Imad Wasim is now with you. Left-hand batsman, left-arm spinner. Key all-rounder to have in the setup. Up next, the Bangla Tigers, pick number 3. Bangla Tigers, you'll only have a minute should you want to exercise your optional pick. And that minute starts now. Interesting to see every side so far go with the optional pick. You need a minimum of 14, a maximum of 17 in your squads. And the Bangla Tigers have gone with a man that can provide with both bat and ball. Actually, one of my captains in Australia, Dan Christian, is the young man at heart. Not so young when it comes to being on paper, but Dan Christian, he's a golden ticket, guys. He seems to win trophies all around the world, so maybe he's the lucky charm that you guys need as well. Dan Christian comes the way of the Bangla Tigers. Dan Christian has been approved by our technical committee and joins the Bangla Tigers. Brings a wealth of experience to that setup. Next up, the Deccan Gladiators, defending champions. Are you guys going to exercise your optional pick? Is that a yes? I'm guessing that's a yes. They are thinking about it. And that's a quick one. Jason Roy, top of the order, adds a bit of blitz to that squad. Jason Roy has been drafted. Congratulations. Defending champions get a man that they want. These optional picks looking the part. This is going to be a mega season coming up, guys. Up next, the Chennai Braves. Chennai Braves, they are going to take it. Yep, they are going to take the optional pick. The clock has started to count down. Technical committee heads across to Dougie Brown, the director of cricket at the Chennai Braves. Laurie Evans is the pick for the Chennai Braves. Congratulations. We'll wait for him to come up and officially get drafted. They've got a really, really interesting side. As we said, new ownership for the Chennai Braves in Season 6. There you go, Laurie Evans comes straight in and gets the stamp of approval. Well done. Up next, the Northern Warriors. We've got 3 picks left in this round of the optional picks. Northern Warriors, you've got 60 seconds on the clock. And it's counting down. I think we should put a step counter on our technical committee. You've done some miles under your belt. Well done. All right, they've gone with the Sri Lankan Dushmanta Chamira. Let's wait for that to be confirmed. It is approved, yes. Dushmanta Chamira is confirmed. Brings a bit of pace, a bit of heat to the squad of the Warriors. Congrats, guys. Dushmanta Chamira is with the Northern Warriors. 2 more picks in this optional round. And then we swap things around for the second round of optional picks. Team Abu Dhabi, you guys have the next pick. You've got a minute in case you want to exercise your optional pick. That was quick, 5 seconds, all they needed. The Fizz is heading to Abu Dhabi. Congratulations, guys. Mustafizur Rahman gets a round of applause from the room as well. Mustafizur comes straight in, has the variations, has the experience, and he's now got Team Abu Dhabi on his back and gets the stamp. There we go, drafted. Congrats, guys. Well done. Great pick for you. Finally, in this optional round, the New York Strikers. The new setup. Guys, you will also have the first pick in optional round number 2. So just remember that and keep that in mind because you might have to be ready very, very quickly. Everyone exercising their optional pick. And I think there's a bit more Caribbean talent coming their way. It is Akil Hussain. He's been mighty impressive over the last 12 months. He's a brilliant fielder, exceptional with the ball in hand as well. Super accurate. And he is now drafted into the New York Strikers. Guys, congratulations, well done. We're just going to pause there for a second. We'll give you guys a moment because you will have the first pick in the next round, the final round of the draft. But first up, we've got Gaurav Grover from the Deccan Gladiators with Tanvi.
I am Mr. Gaurav Grover, the owner of the Deccan Gladiators, well, defending champions. Now, that's a lot of pressure. How do you think you guys are going to retain the title this season?
Well, we're just going through the squads of, first of all, when we won the title, we were like 6 teams. Now the competition is again with 8. And if I look at the squads, I mean, this was one of the most difficult draft, which I had from last 5 years. But fortunately, we got the players we wanted. Apart from one loss, we lost Hasaranga, of course. But anyhow, we are very happy with the squad.
So now that Hasaranga is not on your squad this season, how are you going to fill that gap a little bit?
No, we have now 2 spinners with us. One is a Chinaman and one, of course, one of the greatest spinner of all time, Mujib. So I think we're going to manage. We have 3 spinners rather. One, we also have a UAE talent, Sultan Ahmed. So we're going to fulfill it. Yeah.
Well, you have Andre Russell, Nicholas Puran, David Aviza, Jason Roy. That's a squad and a half.
Yeah. I mean, one name is yet to be announced. Probably, I mean, you'll see live. However, we have a complete pack of power-hitting batsmen. So hopefully this is enough for T10.
I mean, it's incredible. Like you mentioned, over the years, you have seen it only grow from strength to strength, and this being one of the toughest drafts that you've seen. How does that say about the league, that it's been incredible?
Exactly. I mean, the viewership is increasing every year. So, I mean, it's easy, when you have so many big names coming in the league. So it's easy to manage also.
Well, Gaurav, you seem pretty happy with your squad for now, and I wish you best of luck for the season.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks, Gaurav. Thanks, Tanvi. That leaves us with just 1 round to go. As we said earlier, we've got a surprise for all of you guys at home because there's a few Indian names that will be joining the 2022 edition of Abu Dhabi T10. We will reveal those in some time, but for now, the final round of the draft, and I'd like to see a big round of applause as every squad completes their sides as well. So let's start this off. We ended with the New York Strikers in the last round. We're going to start with them in this final round. New York Strikers, do you want to exercise your optional pick number 2? In case you do, you've got 1 minute to do so. New York Strikers, remember, added Akhil Hussain in their previous optional round, the West Indian left-arm spinner and the all-rounder. They look like they're definitely making a pick in optional round number 2. Not going to make it. We could potentially come back to them, I guess, but no, not going to take the option. All right. We're going to skip them for now. So we're going to pause on the New York Strikers. We're going to go across the room to Team Abu Dhabi. Guys, optional pick number 2. It is optional. You've got 60 seconds on the clock. Can we get Team Abu Dhabi 60 seconds, please? There we go. And that clock ticks down. Your final pick of the draft. They went with the fizz last time around. Team Abu Dhabi seemed to be clear with their plans all through the evening. Who have we got last into the mix? It is Peter Hastoglu for Team Abu Dhabi. Guys, with that pick, Team Abu Dhabi is now complete. A big round of applause for Team Abu Dhabi. Final pick of the draft. Well done, guys. Congratulations. You put together a stellar squad. Officially drafted into Team Abu Dhabi. Pick number 3, the Northern Warriors, your final pick of the draft. 60 seconds begins now. Northern Warriors with about 30 seconds to go. Just a quick word with our technical committee. They're just getting him to just do a few more miles, that's all. Why not? Mohammad Irfan from Pakistan is the pick for the Northern Warriors. Mohammad Irfan, towering presence for the Northern Warriors. The final pick. Let's just wait to get that stamp of approval for them. And there it comes. The big man is now a Northern Warrior. And with that, your final pick as well, guys. Congratulations. Come on, we can do better than that in the room. Final pick of the draft for the Northern Warriors. There we go. Congrats, guys. Well done. Good stuff from you. Next up, Chennai Braves. Just the 2 men at that table. You only needed 2. We'll give you a moment. Yeah. Dougie Brown, Director of Cricket, requesting a moment. The Chennai Braves, new ownership in this edition. They went with Laurie Evans in the last round of the optional picks. All right, James Fuller is the pick for the Chennai Braves. Guys, congratulations. That rounds out your squad. Plenty of clarity from you all through the evening. Come on, let's get, yeah, thank you. Let's give them a big round. One of the newer sides in terms of ownership coming into this edition of Abu Dhabi T10. So Chennai Braves have completed their squad as well. Next up, defending champions, Deccan Gladiators. Are you going to exercise your optional pick? Technical committee, can we head across there? Few more miles for you, come on. There we go. Hope he's got some comfy shoes on, that's all. Farid Ahmed from Afghanistan is what I'm hearing. Farid Ahmed from Afghanistan for the Deccan Gladiators. We'll wait for that to be confirmed. Just going to wait for that to come up for you. The Deccan Gladiators, they've had Jason Roy in the last round. They had Zahir Khan to start this half of the draft. Some big names in their squad. They've got some youngsters as well in the side. No doubt will be groomed in that setup. Just going to wait for confirmation. Defending champions, they've got a target on their back. You've got 8 teams this time around, 7 others who will be gunning for glory. And the Deccan Gladiators have made their final pick in this round so far. We've got James Fuller and Mohammad Irfan as well, alongside Peter for the Chennai Braves, or rather Team Abu Dhabi. And we're just going to wait for a couple of moments before we move forward, because we've still got the Bangla Tigers, Delhi Bulls, Sampami, and we'll come back to the New York Strikers as well. And from what I'm hearing, guys, the player is unavailable. You might have to pick another player. So we'll give you another minute. The player is unavailable. So we'll give them another minute, the Deccan Gladiators. Final pick of the draft. Just going to wait for confirmation on this one. Could be a key figure. One last piece to fit in. Toskin Ahmed from Bangladesh is the pick for the Deccan Gladiators. I think this one is being approved by our technical committee. I get the thumbs up from them. There you go, Toskin Ahmed for the Deccan Gladiators. Guys, defending champions, congratulations. You have completed your squad as well. It's another good draft for you. And up next, we will go to the Bangla Tigers. Guys, another optional pick, should you want to exercise it. Optional pick number 2. You've got a minute. And it is counting down. The Bangla Tigers had the Aussie all-rounder Dan Christian in the last optional round. They've gone with Jake Ball. Jake Ball can actually strike a ball with the bat as well. He comes in to the Bangla Tigers. Congratulations. He is going to get the stamp of approval. There you go, drafted. And Bangla Tigers, with that, your squad is complete as well. Congratulations, guys. Great draft from you. And we wish you the best for the upcoming season. Delhi Bulls, up next. Optional pick number 2 for the Delhi Bulls. They went with the Pakistani all-rounder Imad Wasim in the first round of the optional picks. The Delhi Bulls with another optional choice for the final pick of their draft. They had Imad Wasim, they had Kimo Paul amongst the internationals on this half of the draft. Plenty of young talent in between too. How do they complete this squad? 24 seconds to go, and a decision has been made. Jordan Cox comes into the Delhi Bulls. Guys, congratulations. With that, the final piece is done and dusted for you. A big round of applause for the Delhi Bulls. And now over to Morrisville Sump Army. Morrisville, optional pick number 2 for you. Morrisville Sump Army, one of the new sides in this setup. We will have our tech committee go across to them. Can we pause the clock there? We've got our technical committee with them, please. Kareem Jannat is the pickup for the Sump Army. Kareem Jannat, plenty of potential. These are looking like some lethal squads. Great stuff from Morrisville Sump Army. Let's just wait for the stamp of approval to come through. There you go. Kareem Jannat has been approved. And congratulations, guys. One of the new squads of Abu Dhabi T10 in 2022. That comes to a close with Kareem Jannat. And now we'll go back to the New York Strikers. In case you guys want to exercise the option, you do have the opportunity for one last pick of the draft. Can we get the tech committee across, please? Thank you. We're just going to see if the tech committee approves of the first pick. It's Ravi Rampal from the West Indies. Brings a bag full of experience in the shorter format of the game. Ravi Rampal, he's been around a long time. Wily customer with the ball in hand. Still got a bit of pace about him too. Just going to wait to see if we get the okay. And we certainly do. Ravi Rampal concludes the 2022 Players Draft for Abu Dhabi T10. New York Strikers, congratulations. You guys have completed your squads as well. And with that, we have officially concluded the Players Draft in 2022. On behalf of myself, Suhail Chandok, everyone here at Abu Dhabi T10, I'd like to thank everyone for your presence. I wish each and every one of you guys the very best for the season coming up. Well done in completing your squads, putting a brilliant squad together. To the entire team that's made tonight possible, thank you to you as well. And remember, the 6th season of Abu Dhabi T10 will kick off. Exciting 12 days of action from the 23rd of November across to the 4th of December. From myself, Suhail Chandok, and the rest of our team, it is good night and it's time to sign off. Can guys, someone just give me this word for Abu Dhabi. Yeah, thanks. me the squad, please. Just give me the first page. It's fine. Just give me the first page. It's fine, it's fine. Cool, thank you. Sorry? Are we on? As in, are we live? Yeah, but which cam? Single, right? I've got Naveen Ulhaq with me. Naveen, great to see you firstly here at the player draft. You've had an amazing season of cricket overall. How much are you looking forward to the Abu Dhabi T10?
Yeah, well, it's one of my favorite formats, to be honest, playing all over the world, different leagues, but T10 is a special format. I'm looking forward to my third season with Team Abu Dhabi.
How was your experience sitting at the table? How much did you contribute? How much were they asking you stuff? Come on, tell us honestly.
Yeah, it was my first time experiencing a draft and to be there with my team. There were some players that we needed to look into it as our Afghani players also from Afghanistan. So yeah, we had some words on that, and luckily they accepted. Shane accepted those things.
You've got a cheeky smile on your face. Who is the man that you wanted most?
Yeah, we got a backup wicketkeeper batter, Darvesh Rasuli. So yeah, looking forward to playing with him in the same team this year.
Now you've also got someone like Jamie Overton. You've got Timal Mills in your setup as well. How much are you looking forward to joining them in your squad and learning from each other?
Well, yeah, Jimmy, we have played last two seasons together. He's a great character, a great player who won us lots of matches in past 2 seasons. This year's team is like a bit different with Timal coming in. Yeah. So yeah, we can share our experience and it's going to be a great fun this year also.
You know, when you talk of this format, cricket's fastest format, Naveen, how do you adapt to T10 cricket? Because you've been doing a phenomenal job in every format for Afghanistan. How do you sort of bring that wealth of experience? What do you change in terms of mindset coming into this format?
Well, one thing does change in T10 format, that you have to go to death over bowling from ball 1 to the last over. So yeah, this is the thing. While playing T10 cricket, it does make it simple for you when you are playing T20 cricket. So skill-wise and execution-wise, it's a great format to learn from and then execute in the longer format as in ODIs and T20Is.
Finally, I've got to say, I know you guys haven't won a title yet, but do you think this squad has what it takes to deliver?
Absolutely, I'm confident of achieving what we are aiming for. Like last 2 seasons, we have came 3rd place. We have played some good quality cricket. It was a bit unlucky to miss out on the finals and stuff, but yeah, hopefully we have a good squad to go one step ahead and reach the final and then win the trophy for Team Abu Dhabi.
You're starting with confidence, and that's half the battle won. Naveen, thanks so much for joining us, man. Thank you. Well done today.
Thanks.
Thanks. That is Naveen Ulhaq for us. Thanks, Naveen. I'm going to get Tanvi to swap seats with you as we wrap up the day, but brilliant to have you here at the draft as well, and I'm sure your valuable insights for Team Abu Dhabi have been special as well. Tisha, come on, come on. You don't need a second invitation, right? Come on. No.
Did not go as planned.
Would you like a grant? Do we have a drum roll for her, please? Somebody. Someone a drum roll. Here. No, don't give her one. No. We're not giving her a drum roll. Just giving you a mic. That's it. T, enjoyed it? We were back after last season. I know we talked about it being bigger and better.
Yeah.
I think we were, weren't we?
Absolutely. And just to see the caliber of all the players that were in this draft and how all the teams are stacked all the way to the bottom. I mean, I'm finding it really hard to pick one team that's my favorite. Can you?
I'm not going to, because for me it's just the amount of star quality, right? I think we came in saying we've got over 300 players that have been narrowed down, 1,600 plus cricketers who are registered. And I think when you think of those numbers, the magnitude of the league as well, one of the other things for me was the fact that we've got 2 new international sides. So suddenly T10 has actually become a global phenomenon going forward. And to me, that just says this is it's a tournament that's growing from strength to strength. And I think we're going to see quality of cricket improve, where also local talent in the UAE starts to feed off all the talent that we're seeing coming through from the international quarters. So couldn't have asked for a better setup, and my voice is still intact, man. That's all I can ask for at the end of a night like
you were
this.
incredible. I was like, oh, how are you not even sweating? But like you said, I think just for a lot of the local talent to see role models and international players, that's where it starts. And that's where it starts to a lot more people, you know, loving the sport, joining the sport, being a part of this movement in a way. And like you said, it's grown from strength to strength, having so many of the top players come into this draft and prove that this really is the next level.
Yeah, exactly. And I think a couple of things for me that stood out as well. You had the optional rounds at the end, and I thought maybe there'd be a couple of squads that say, hang on, let me stick to my purse strings and not spend too much money. But hey, they all went for it, and I think rightly so, because some of the picks that I saw in the optional could make or break a side. You had a Jason Roy, you had an Akhil Hussain. So for me, those are players that actually could really make a difference to winning a title maybe as well. But that's not all, right? We haven't even given away the final piece of the puzzle, that is the Indian cricketers. We're not going to tell you when we'll reveal that, but there's some big names from Indian cricket that will be joining Abu Dhabi T10 in 2022.
I mean, I feel like I don't even know all of them yet, so I'm really excited. But clearly, Sohail's lips are sealed, as you can see. But you know what? Just to see from a lot of the owners, every single one that I asked, and I asked them, how do you feel about the draft? They're all thrilled with their picks. They're all thrilled with their teams. I can't say anyone's going home disappointed, which is incredible.
Definitely not. Are you going disappointed?
Not at all.
Thank you. Can we say goodbye on that note, T? Any last words?
Last words, I mean, make sure you tune in and watch the Abu Dhabi T10 from 23rd November to 4th December.
It's going to be 12 days of massive action, and it's going to be incredible to watch. The names that you've seen, combined with a few Indian stars that will be thrown in as well, from Tanvi, from myself, from everyone at Abu Dhabi T10. It's time for us to say good night.
Crushed it. That was easy.